Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy Rob coming back at you once again with another Crimecast. So before we get started, you already know what to do. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit the bell icon twice. Smash the like button, share this video out to all of your followers, and let's get it cracking. All right. So shout out to everyone who is in the building early. It is good to see each and every one of you. If you can hear me okay and everything looks and sounds good on the screen, please give me a thumbs up or a radiation emoji in the chat. If you cannot hear me or things look and sound bad, please give me a thumbs down or an angry face. While you guys are doing that, I'm going to shout out everybody who is in the building early. All right. Shout out to Brooklyn Queen. Make sure you guys show Brooklyn Queen some love. Please do exactly what she's doing. Check out the merch store, fund the organization, support the organization, hit the bell, hit the like, share the stream. All right. Shout out to my man DeAndre being a like enforcer. I appreciate you. Make sure y'all show DeAndre some love and make sure y'all show Brooklyn Queen some love for enforcing those likes. Shout out to Carlton. What's good with it? CEO of Strange Investments. You know what I'm saying? We have the Paint Chips ETF financial product coming soon. We got the Potato Chip ETF financial product coming soon. All right. Buy the tops. Buy the tops, right? Shout out to Jet Black. What's good with it, bro? Good to see you as always. Shout out to my man AB Promotions, man. Shout out to AB Promotions, man. Make sure y'all show my man AB Promotions some love. You know what I'm saying? My man AB Promotions is in the grind, you know what I'm saying? Making sure that people keep their dollar cost averaging alive. That is what's good. Make sure y'all show AB some love for that. All right. And shout out to Sybil. What's good with it, Sybil? Good to see you as always. So we got to continue this conversation, and this conversation is going to be an ongoing conversation until we're able to complete it and move to something else, right? But we got to talk about quote unquote pro-crime culture. Shout out to Brooklyn Queen. Brooklyn Queen says she wants a Strange Investments t-shirt. Hey, instead of HODL, you know what I'm saying? We SELL, right? we SELL, right? So we got to talk about pro-crime culture, right? What does a pro-crime risk profile look like? And so from our discussion yesterday, it seems like a pro-crime risk profile will not only be associated with higher risk in life, there's going to be higher risk involved in doing business, higher risk with higher opportunities to be harmed or deleted, and higher risk of being able to engage in business practices. If you guys would agree, give me a thumbs up. If you guys would disagree, give me a thumbs down. As a result of all of these things, shout out to Tedra. What's good with it, Tedra? One can say that pro-crime culture, as a result of the financial implications of pro-crime culture, creates the quote-unquote broke mob. Why does it create the broke mob? First and foremost, crimes against people harm people. They cause people and businesses to have to spend more money as a result of an increased risk profile. And as a result of all of that, there is a markup on every single dollar that you spend. If you go to some type of festivity and there has to be increased security, the increased security is going to reflect in the price because someone has to pay security. If there's products and they're at a store, those products have to be insured. If there's a high risk profile, the insurance markup is going to reflect in the prices. If you guys would agree, give me a thumbs up. If you guys would disagree, give me a thumbs down. In a world where inflation is constantly increasing and ways of getting money are constantly decreasing, this over the long term and even in the near term can cause disastrous income for people who quote unquote don't have a lot of money. One of the reasons why pro-crime culture leads to the broke mob, and one of the reasons why this ain't the business. If you guys would agree, y'all know what to do. If y'all disagree, y'all also know what to do. We've been crossing over with undocumented a lot, right? We've been crossing over with undocumented a lot. Shout out to the people who watch Undocumented. Shout out to the people who are subscribed to Undocumented. If you're not subscribed to Undocumented, check out the channel. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if anybody heard about what Karen Bass has done. There's been a lot of crime going on the West Coast in regards to the quote-unquote anti-ICE protests and the ICE blowback going on in California. How many people are aware of that? Now, a federal judge, right? A federal judge recently made this declaration, and I want to know what you guys think about it. Federal judge says DHS, Department of Homeland Security, must stop broad race-based immigration arrests. Was not aware that that was going on. Wasn't aware that that was going on. Wasn't aware that race-based immigration arrests were taking place. Federal judge says that they are. Let me ask you guys this question. Are race-based immigration arrests occurring nationwide under the Trump administration? If this is happening, give me a thumbs up. If it is not happening, give me a thumbs down. If it's not happening, I need you guys to tell me what is happening. We're going to take a listen to this clip.
Breaking right now at 11, a federal judge issuing a pair of restraining orders restricting how federal agents conduct immigration crackdowns. The ruling comes amid accusations the federal government is detaining people without warrants and without any proof detainees are in the country illegally. This new ruling sparking quick responses tonight from leaders here in Southern California, but will it have any real impact? Eyewitness News reporter Leanne Suter live in downtown LA with more. Leanne.
Mark, Mayor Karen Bass says that all of these immigration raids have had an egregious assault on the city and the Constitution. And tonight, she says there is finally some legal relief.
You guys come and attack us. Get out of here.
A federal judge issuing a restraining order stopping the Trump administration from broad race-based immigration raids and arrests.
What is a broad race-based immigration arrest? When and where is this happening at? Race-based? I thought that the government ruled that they're not allowed to do things, quote unquote, based on race. Looks like they just did. Looks like they just did. Now, again, I got to ask you guys, are race-based immigration, quote-unquote, crackdowns going on? If they are, give me a thumbs up. If they are not, give me a thumbs down. Now, the government has said this in the past in regards to certain things. We're not allowed to do things, quote-unquote, based on race. Right? They've issued a protective judgment against immigration crackdowns, quote unquote, based on race. Now, here's my question. Shout out to everybody, right? What race is being targeted in immigration crackdowns? And better question, why is Karen Bass twerking for this? You know what I'm saying? Why she got her hands on her knees, hut hike position, like she boxing out? Race-based immigration crackdowns. Who's doing it? Shout out to Win Lose a Rug. Win Lose a Rug said Latinos got protection before we got an anti-black hate crime bill. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. Like tenderizer into prime rib. You know what I'm saying? Let that sink in like tenderizer into prime rib. Shake it up inside the container. Put it in the refrigerator. Let it sit for a little bit. Take the top off. Smell it. What y'all think? All right? What y'all think about this? Now, as you guys can see down here, I'm not making this up. It says this right on the news report. This is ABC 7. Judge, Department of Homeland Security must stop race-based immigration arrests. Race-based? what quote unquote race is getting arrested. There's a race being targeted in these immigration crackdowns. What race might that be? If we look at the race that these individuals put on their job applications, are other people of that quote unquote race being targeted? Help me out, guys. Help me. You guys always leave me hanging. Stop leaving me hanging. Stop having my back way back and let me know.
Issuing a restraining order stopping the Trump administration from broad race-based immigration raids and arrests in 7 California counties, including
agents stop enforcing federal law. This is a temporary restraining order that says ICE agents have to stop enforcing federal law this way.
In the 50-page ruling, the judge says federal agents can't rely solely on 4 indiscriminate factors for detention stops, including race or ethnicity, language spoken, specific locations targeted, such as car washes and farms, and type of work.
That's interesting. So ICE is not allowed to do its job based on quote unquote apparent race or ethnicity, language spoken, presence at a particular location, and the type of work one does. What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about that? Shout out to everybody watching. I appreciate you guys. If you all have not smashed the like button yet, please do me a favor. Take a moment, smash that like button. Also, if you guys have not hit the bell, please take a moment, hit that bell, and also please share the stream to your social media. What do you guys think about that? Shout out to Tedra Mitchell. Tedra asked a great question. Tedra said, quote unquote, undocumented is a race. Undocumented is a great YouTube channel, right? If you guys would agree, undocumented is a great YouTube channel, give me a thumbs up. Undocumented being a race, however, shout out to Sukihana. I think that's a little bit of a stretch. You know, Sukihana likes a lot of bit of a stretch, but I think this is a little bit of a stretch. Just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Just a little bit. Shout out to Win Lose a Rug. Win Lose a Rug said protection against ICE, which is just doing their job, unlike innocent black folks who were the real victims of racial discrimination by biased police. Facts. Let me ask you guys this question. When it comes to ICE, how many 4chan posts, you know, how many social media posts, how many social media posts or editorials or any type of ancillary information has been discovered that shows a quote unquote anti-immigrant, anti-undocumented sentiment with ICE? That's my question. Shout out to Win Lose a Rug. Win Lose a Rug said, this is crazy. Shout out to Honda 666. Honda 666 says, I like it. They pay in dues. I kind of disagree. I don't like the fact, I don't like people paying dues to people that I don't think should get the money. I don't think the people that they're paying the dues to should get the money. You know what I'm saying? However, people need to follow the law first and foremost, and the United States government needs to be intellectually honest, which we know that they're not going to do. We know that they're not capable of. But in any event, you know, I never liked the liquidity of, you know, quote unquote antagonists being fed. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Brooklyn Queen. Brooklyn Queen said they need to stop. I agree. I'm sure more will be coming out about this in the near future. We will definitely be going over this in depth on undocumented. This sounds like some type of quote unquote protection. Sounds like this is something that creates a barrier between the undocumented suspect, the suspected quote unquote undocumented, and the ICE agent or Department of Homeland Security ability to apprehend and possibly detain an individual of interest. If you guys would agree, give me a thumbs up. If you guys would disagree, give me a thumbs down. Now, mind you, this is only in California, but a lot of times when it comes to the United States, California and New York tend to set the trends. If you guys would agree, give me a thumbs up. If you guys would disagree, give me a thumbs down.
This is a victory for Los Angeles, but it's also not just a victory for Los Angeles. I think it's a victory for the country because
there you go. I want you guys to hear what Karen Bass is saying. Now, it looks like her face was wrapped on this morning extremely tight. All right. Her face looks like one of those masks, that a lot of the mass shooting suspects wear. Doesn't it look like she has a stocking cap completely over her head? If it looks like Kevin, oops, my bad. Karen Bass has a stocking cap wrapped tightly over her Edgar suit, give me a thumbs up. If it doesn't, then give me a thumbs down. Yeah, shout out to Win Lose a Rug. Win Lose a Rug says, this sounds like something they told black folks they couldn't do. You know what? That's a great point. How about everybody in the comment section name me stuff that they quote unquote told black folks that they couldn't do that's relatable to this. Now, here's my question. Who's going to take the clipboard to these people and say, explain these inconsistencies? Who's going to do that? Somebody that people make great should do that, right? So make sure that you guys get your notebook, write down all of these things, and everybody has made great, make sure you send them an email and demand them use their massive greatness and influence to quote unquote get something done. And then get your bag of popcorn and sit back and see if their voice is as effective in real life as it is on YouTube. I think that that's fair. Shout out to Honda. Honda says ICE ain't doing anything in Portland, but folks are protesting. Now, people will always look for a reason to protest. They always will. Sometimes they find one. Sometimes they don't. You know what I'm saying?
Victory for Los Angeles, but it's also not just a victory for Los Angeles. I think it's a victory for the country because what has started in Los Angeles, I have no doubt, is going to go to other cities.
The restraining order coming on the same day, Mayor Karen Bass signed an executive order aimed at strengthening city protections for immigrant communities.
How many people are aware of that? Look at that smile. What do you guys think about that? Let me ask you guys this question. Name all of the groups that Karen Bass has signed, quote unquote, some type of protection or some type of benefit for. Name all of the groups. So now, the question is, she can sign whatever she wants to, but I find it fascinating that nothing has been signed in our direction. Right? Shout out to Win Lose a Rug. Win Lose a Rug said they all just going to flood the country here. This is basically a safe haven now. Facts. Hence the designation, quote unquote, sanctuary. Right? Hence the designation, quote unquote, sanctuary. Now, I want to ask everybody this question. Is everybody proud of Karen Bass? How many people are proud of Karen Bass? Do you feel represented by Karen Bass? Let me ask you guys this question. What has Karen Bass done for the people who voted for her? Because, these people, the quote unquote undocumented people, I'm pretty sure legally, right? We don't know what's going on illegally, right? But legally, those people have not contributed a vote to her campaign. If you guys would agree, give me a thumbs up. If you guys would disagree, give me a thumbs down. So what is people's opinions on Karen Bass? What is people's opinion on Karen Bass? Somebody help me out. If people are, what I'm saying? What do they say about silence? Silence is compliance, right?
The ACLU and other advocacy groups who filed the lawsuit say the numerous immigration raids are being conducted without probable cause, reasonable suspicion, or warrants.
The indiscriminate snatching of people off of our streets.
Now, I want you guys to pay close attention to this. What has Karen Bass and other Democrats, what have they done about quote unquote no-knock warrants? Now, here's my question for you. How many of these people have quote unquote died, right, in an immigration crackdown or in an immigration raid? How many of these people have died? I don't know. Right? I don't know. I don't have the answer. You know what I'm saying? Now, they weren't able to do qualified immunity. They weren't able to stop no-knock warrants. They were able to do this with the stroke of a pen. What do people think about that? Shout out to AB. AB says, in my opinion, she's an opportunistic grifter seeking any opportunity to enrich herself. You think she's buying the tops? If you guys think that Karen Bass is buying the tops, give me a thumbs up. If you guys don't, give me a thumbs down. She's the undocumented maxi. Would you guys agree? If you guys would agree, Karen Bass is an undocumented maxi who participates in quote unquote strange policy. Give me a thumbs up. If you guys would disagree, give me a thumbs down. Shout out to Carlton. You know what I'm saying? You know we gotta steal Carlton's material and implement it.
Was very targeted. They had no warrants. They did not know who the people were. So what was the basis for them to snatch them off the street?
In reaction to the ruling, the U.S. attorney says federal agents have never detained individuals without proper legal justification and say they will continue.
Oh, they haven't? Federal agents, look, I want you guys to read this sentence here. The U.S. attorney says that federal agents have never detained
to enforce the law and abide by the U.S.
individuals without proper
Constitution on a trip to the other
legal justification. That's interesting. That's what the Democrats are saying. The Democrats are saying that this is unprecedented and has never happened before. Very interesting. Shout out to Win Lose a Rug. Win Lose a Rug says she has a mouth like the Joker. Do you guys remember when on the Batman with Michael Keaton and when the Joker was Jack Nicholson? When Jack Nicholson went in the art museum and he had the like flesh colored makeup on. Yeah, she looks just like that. She looks just like that. Let me see. We're going to refresh you guys' memory. See if we can find that. Oh, yeah, here we go. This is when Joker was in the art museum right here. You ever dance with an undocumented migrant in the pale moonlight? Have you? You ever danced with an undocumented migrant in the pale moonlight? The Bat. The Bat. He was playing Prince on this part when he was wreaking havoc in the art museum. You guys remember that? See how much they look alike, shall we? What kind of skin products do you use to get your face to look like that? Just, you know, to make sure that I never inadvertently do anything like that. Yeah. Facial recognition says that that's a 100% match. Looks like there might be a little bit of STD involvement right at the bottom lower lip as well. That's from, you know, undocumented glazing and all.
Snatch them off the street.
In reaction to the ruling, the U.S. attorney says federal agents have never detained individuals without proper legal justification and say they will continue to enforce the law and abide by the U.S. Constitution. On a trip to the other side of the country, Governor Gavin Newsom with strong reaction.
They're testing the boundaries of their executive capacity, and they're doing so in Los Angeles. I assure you, this is a preview of things to come.
Now, the judge also issued a separate order that barred the federal government from restricting attorney access for those who were taken into the Los Angeles Immigration Detention Center. Live in downtown Los Angeles, Leanne Suter, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Butter tree. Interesting, right? Now, here goes my question. We see it. Who's going to deal with it? And how is it going to get dealt with? Now, what are people's suggestions on quote unquote dealing with this? Because people got to prove me wrong. You know what I'm saying? People got to prove me wrong. Now, let's see. Since we're talking about Karen Bass, apparently there's another cash grab that's being provided for quote unquote undocumented migrants by Karen Bass. Okay. Apparently there is a cash grab. How many people support this quote unquote Karen Bass cash grab for migrants? If you guys support this, give me a thumbs up. If you guys do not support this, give me a thumbs down. Apparently she's giving out money in addition to giving out protection.
Discuss this. Gregory Bovino, Border Patrol Chief for the El Centro sector. Now, Chief, it's good to see you tonight. Have there been any arrests in the attacks on your agents? Because
whoa, you guys see that guy throw that brick? The guy threw that brick right through the window. Did you guys see that?
Now, Chief, it's good to see you tonight. Have there been any arrests in the attacks on your agents? Because when I see this video of them hurling these rocks, and this isn't the first such video we've seen since these protests began, this is criminal activity putting individual agents' lives directly at risk. What can you tell us?
Sure. Laura, it's good to see.
Now, here's my question for you guys. How are you allowed to do something like that? How are you able to move in a violent manner like that? And, you know, there's not any kind of quote unquote retaliatory violence. How are you able to do that? How is one able to do that? What do you guys think? Shout out to Carlton. Carlton said, I heard the money was coming from philanthropic groups and not the city. If you guys heard that, give me a thumbs up. If you guys did not hear that, give me a thumbs down. And I'm going to clip this portion and put it onto undocumented. What do you guys think? You guys think I should do that? If you guys think I should, give me a thumbs up. If you don't, give me a thumbs down.
See you, and thank you for having me tonight. As far as the arrests go, we've made dozens of arrests during Operation at Large, which is the operation here in Los Angeles, the immigration operation. We've made dozens of arrests, and most of those arrests are for assault or impeding federal officers. That's a serious crime, and some of these folks, when they're arrested, are looking at some pretty serious time.
That's a good question. Shout out to AB Promotions. AB Promotions says, why are the police not booyaka shot? How come, shout out to Uncle Murder, how come the police ain't showing any bullets? They can run and don't get no bullets. Don't worry about the windows. It's bullets. How come they not getting no bullets? You know what I'm saying? Only true Uncle Murder song. Only true Uncle Murder fans know about bullet. You know what I'm saying? He threw up
in prison.
CBP released this image of 9 juveniles who were found at this marijuana facility. One is as young as 14 years of age. What do we know about them? Were they working at the facility? Were they hanging out? Do we have any idea who their sponsors were at this facility run by this company called Glass Houses?
Sure, Laura. The juveniles that you see in that picture, several of them are not sponsored. Several came across the border, at least under the research that we found a few years ago, and they disappeared. You talked about the children that disappear. These are those children that have disappeared. The 300,000 children that have disappeared. You're seeing it real time right here. This is what is happening to some of those children. I believe one of the children may have been, at least at this point in the investigation, accompanied, but the rest that you see in that picture were unaccompanied juveniles, including that 14-year-old. What happens to these children? Where do they live? And what conditions are they put under, both at work and then when they're not working? A lot of questions here. This is something that the Border Patrol has seen over the past 4 years.
So now I want to ask you guys this question. If they're curious about the condition that these quote unquote minors are quote unquote put under when they're working, that would be very easy, right? All they have to do is just interview the employers, the domestic American employers that decided to employ them over an American. I mean, that would take care of that. Then they would have all the answers that they needed, right? So it's not like these answers are out of the realm of being able to be obtained. All they got to do is just ask the employers. Now, here's the question. Why are they not asking employers? Why are employers not being punished for incentivizing illegal immigration and illegal child labor? Why is that not happening? Thoughts, ladies and gentlemen. Thoughts.
Millions streamed across that border. Let me say that again. Millions streamed across that border, including children. Some of the things that we saw on the border were truly reprehensible. And now that we're in the interior,
well, one of my sources
conducting.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. One of my sources today in the federal government told me, look, remember that the money made at these farms or processing plants, remember, especially involving recent migrants, people who've crossed the border in the last few years, underage or not, a percentage of that money they're making, whatever they're making, is going to pay off their debt to the cartels who made sure that they got over the border. So these illegal pot grows and other agricultural interests are helping.
So let me ask you guys this. This is interesting. This is interesting information that Laura Ingraham is quote unquote supplying us with, right? She says that a lot of times money is sent back to the cartel to pay the cartel back the fee for helping these undocumented migrants get into the United States. So my question is, when people say, quote unquote, I'm sending money back, in how many cases do you think sending money back means sending money back to the cartel? Let me know what you guys think. Shout out to everybody watching. I appreciate you guys. If you all have not smashed that like button yet, please do me a favor. Take a moment, smash that like button. Also, if you have not hit the bell, please take a moment, hit the bell, subscribe to the channel. Also, please share the stream to your social media.
Fund the cartels that are terrorizing America with drugs and also engaged in rampant human trafficking. So that's a part of this that we haven't discussed enough on the angle, but we're going to be discussing it a lot in the coming weeks. But this is reprehensible. And this organization, this quote business, this illegal pot grow, they're helping the cartels if this indeed is happening. And that's reprehensible in addition to all the other laws that are being broken here.
Well, Laura, that's exactly right. Every single person that's trafficked across that border, whether it's a child or an adult, pays several $1,000s to come across the border. And that several $1,000s does go to those cartels, as you say. Many are in modern day slavery-like conditions to pay.
Oh. What do you guys think? Modern day slavery. What do you guys think about that? Maybe you hear what he said? What he said, right? Maybe what he said is running concurrent to what Karen Bass said. What do you guys think about that? Is there a possibility of that? What do you guys think? The plot thickens. The plot thickens.
Happening. And that's reprehensible in addition to all the other laws that are being broken here.
Well, Laura, that's exactly right. Every single person that's trafficked across that border, whether it's a child or an adult, pays several $1,000s to come across the border. And that several $1,000s does go to those cartels, as you say. Many are in modern day slavery-like conditions to pay those debts off. Here at this pot grow, at this drug farm that these children were working at, it's untelling what's happening to them. And as you said, the money that goes to these cartels, that's definitely
no one cares.
It happens all across America, all across America.
Yeah, well, no one cares. They don't care. It's the bottom line. You get cheap labor. You get someone who can't leave and has to work. It's perfect indentured servitude for those who feel like they're above the law. And I want you to hear, Chief.
Oh. It's perfect, quote unquote, indentured servitude for people who feel like they're above the law. I thought that was okay. I thought that was pioneering of the Western homestead. I thought that there was nothing wrong with that. Sometimes things are, quote unquote, necessary to build something great, right? Don't mind my 60 IQ, but unfortunately, now I'm confused. What do you guys think? What do you guys think, ladies and gentlemen? Shout out to the modern investor. Okay, let's move on.
What LA Mayor Karen Bass said today, I would think that the mayor of Los Angeles would be horrified to see that children are working in the fields, okay, who were brought across the border. Obviously, a purpose to bring them across the border.
Hey, we got field children and house children. What do you guys think about that? Field children and house children. That's interesting. That's interesting. Shout out to Brooklyn Queen. Brooklyn Queen says if you swap their hairstyles, they still look the same. If you guys would agree, give me a thumbs up. If you guys would disagree, give me a thumbs down.
But instead, this is what she's saying.
We also are going to have a reinstitution of the Angelino card, something that Mayor Garcetti started during COVID that will actually provide cash assistance to people.
Cheer for him. Cheer for him. Ladies and gentlemen, can we at the very least, can we get an applause in the chat? This is what people voted for. She's going to give people cash. She's going to give people cash. She buying the tops. She's buying the tops. People who are citizens, we call them poor. What do you guys think about that? People who were born here, we call them poor. What do you guys think about that? Remix? Remix, huh? Yay, nay? Yay, nay, okay? Let me know something.
Because, you know, you have people who don't want to leave their homes, who are not going to work, and they are in need of cash.
Oh.
She is giving out free cash, just cash to illegals.
Man, shout out to Laura Ingraham, man. Shout out to Laura Ingraham. That part is gonna have to get cut. That's gonna have to be a little clip right there. Go ahead, girl. Look at that. Look, watch this.
And they are in need of cash.
She is giving out free cash, just cash to illegals.
Yes. Yes. Shout out to AB Promotions. AB Promotions said, on a side note, the modern investor was going off on his video today about the Bitcoin price. Yeah, he's a maxi. Even though he'll say he's not a max. He's a moderate maxi. He's a Bitcoin Mahdi, right? You know, they got the Bitcoin maxis. A modern investor is a Bitcoin Mahdi. You know what I'm saying? He reluctantly, will admit that there's value in other coins. He's a Mahdi maxi. So, in modern investors' eyes, anything other than Satoshi's at $1 million is just Bitcoin is just completely undervalued. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at it. Not mad at it. You know what I'm saying? Not mad at it. Shout out to the maxis. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the maxis. Shout out to everybody buying the tops. You know what I'm saying? If you buying the tops, throw some flames in the chat. Throw some rockets in the chat. Who buying the tops? I bought tops yesterday. You know what I'm saying? I bought some top shelf Bitcoin yesterday. You know what I'm saying?
So if you want to talk about incentivizing illegal activity, stay home, don't go to work. And then the bishop out there, one of them says, don't go to church. So this is a dream for them. And they just get free money.
Absolutely unbelievable. You know what I see there when Mayor Bass says something like that is she chooses illegal aliens, drug cartels, terrorists, bad people, and bad things over American citizens. And I can't believe I'm actually hearing this, but that's why the U.S. Border Patrol and Customs and Border Protection, ICE, HSI, and all those allied law enforcement agencies are in these communities. People like that won't do anything about this. So guess what, Laura? We're going to.
Shout out to Tedra. Tedra says the governor of New York, Kathy Hochul, has put up $50 million for legal services for illegal immigrants. That's wild. Wouldn't those people, maybe they wouldn't be eligible for a public defender. I'm not sure how that will work. If you have the supporting quote unquote literature for that, shoot it to me in Discord and tag me. All right. Anybody else that hears anything about that, shoot that to me in Discord and tag me in the post. Okay. And shout out to everybody watching. I appreciate you guys. If you all have not smashed the like button yet, please do me a favor. Take a moment, smash that like button. Also, if you haven't hit the bell, please take a moment, hit that bell, and also please share the stream to your social media. We got to find crazy looking pictures of Karen Bass. Anybody that finds a crazy looking picture of Karen Bass, put it in the Discord, please and thank you.
Well, it's the bottom line. They want, again, they want the cheap labor, just like the cartels want their money. They want their cut. You know, these businesses want to lower wages, keep them as low as possible, and keep people in this vulnerable situation. These workers are kept in a permanently indentured state. And all these liberals who claim they care.
These workers are kept in a permanently indentured state. I want you to pay very close attention to how the right-wing media is concurrently painting a quote-unquote strange narrative. Shout out to Carlton, a strange narrative about these undocumented migrants. Permanently indentured status. You think after Kanye West mentioned Dr. Claude Anderson on Fox News, because, you know, he did do that, you think they did some research, some quote unquote strange research? Sounds like it.
About the kids and, oh, the children, we're doing it for the children. I don't see any concern about the children or for the agents who are being descended upon by these jackals and these crowds. Again, these agents got to come out of those vehicles. I know it's dangerous. They got to come out of these vehicles and they got to throw down with some of these protesters. You'll see them starting to run. But until these people throw on the rocks, go to jail for a long period of time, someone's going to end up killed. That's what I'm worried about. Chief, final word.
Laura, exactly. Something bad is going to happen if this continues. This heated rhetoric, it needs to stop because we've made several arrests.
Last time I checked, it was rhetoric. Right? We're just clarifying. Quick. We're just clarifying quickly. Right? It's rhetoric, right? If it's rhetoric, give me a thumbs up. If it's not rhetoric, then give me a thumbs down. I'm pretty sure it's rhetoric. Let's see what we got going on here. Hold on a second. Okay. Sorry about that. I'm just moving things around. Let me see what we got here. Hold on real quick. Real quick, while you guys are so patiently waiting. If you guys haven't smashed that like button yet, please do me a favor. Take a moment, smash that like button. Also, if you guys haven't hit the bell, please take a moment, hit that bell. And also, please share the stream to your social media.
We have fantastic support from the U.S. Attorney's Office, Bill Asaley. But as you say, in the end, something bad is going to happen. And that's not what we want in law enforcement. We operate legally, ethically, and morally. But
really? How many people agree with that statement? I'm sure a bunch of people hear it. So I'm going to rewind it.
We have fantastic support from the U.S. Attorney's Office, Bill Saley. But as you say, in the end, something bad is going to happen. And that's not what we want in law enforcement. We operate legally, ethically, and morally. But we are going to arrest people that assault Border Patrol agents.
Yeah, and with Rosa Rock, got to stop that vehicle, throw him down. Chief, thank you very much.
Hey.
Let me ask you guys this question, quote unquote. Is Laura Ingraham calling for violence? Oh, man. Look at this. Here we go. This is interesting. If Laura Ingraham was calling for violence, give me a thumbs up. If she's not calling for violence, give me a thumbs down. How many people remember the story? How many people remember the story about the employee who was deleted by one of her coworkers at McDonald's? You guys remember that? If you guys remember that, give me a thumbs up. If you guys do not remember that, give me a thumbs down. Let me see. So apparently, this individual had some quote unquote priors. Okay. We're going to talk about these alleged priors that she had. It said, woman suspected of deleting East Point mother has a previous conviction. Now we're going to take a look at this here. We're going to take a look at this here. Shout out to Carlton. Yeah, I would say the same thing. Laura Ingraham, she's sounding about it. Oh, wow, man. This is just ridiculous. What's going on in Detroit, ladies and gentlemen? What's going on in Detroit? Let me ask you guys this question. What's the risk profile? And, you know, this is interesting because we actually have some business context that we can talk about this stuff in. We actually have some business context that we can talk about this stuff in. Well, let's take a look at this. They say that this woman is a good person here.
$55 million. That's the bond set for the woman accused of fatally stabbing her manager at the East Point McDonald's. Good evening, everyone. I'm Taryn Asher.
Brandon Hudson, the 26-year-old, made her first court appearance today, and we learned this isn't the first time investigators say that she stabbed someone. Fox News' Camila Miri has the latest.
26-year-old Afeni Muhammad in court Friday afternoon, charged with first-degree murder. East Point police say Muhammad fatally stabbed her manager, 39-year-old Jennifer Harris, inside the McDonald's where they both worked on 9 Mile Thursday morning.
Prior to the stabbing, Muhammad was sent home by Harris for not performing her work duties and told Harris, "I'll be back."
2 days before the stabbing, Muhammad posted a video on her Instagram, which is public. This is a small portion of that video.
But to get sent home 2 days in a row, man, and I came in on my off day to make up my time, and she still sends me home early, it's not funny. Somebody will have to do something about that. It's not funny.
Investigators say the suspect stabbed Harris several times inside the drive-thru portion of the fast food restaurant. A customer, a CPL holder, was in his car and witnessed the crime. Authorities say he shot his gun in the air, attempting to stop the violence.
Shout out to Carlton. We being nosy. Carlton said, I saw a content creator last night talking about a McDonald's employee deleting their manager. What'd they say about the situation? Let us know.
The suspect ran out of the restaurant. The CPL holder held her at gunpoint until police arrived.
Muhammad admitted that she intended to kill Harris and stated that after she was sent home, she drove to a nearby park.
Now, I want to shout out to everybody, right? Let me ask you guys this question. How many people are, quote unquote, outraged by this? If you're outraged by this, put an angry face in the chat. If you're not outraged by this, you know, I don't know, just say I'm not outraged or something.
Decided to come back and stab Harris with a knife that she had inside of her vehicle.
Harris, a single mother of 6 and a longtime McDonald's employee, was pronounced deceased at a nearby hospital. Meanwhile, the prosecutor revealing this in court about Muhammad.
The defendant does have a prior.
Now, I want to ask you guys this question. If you work at a place where you have people who within their risk profile, the possibility of deleting someone at work is within their risk profile, are you going to want to work there? If you are someone who eats at McDonald's, right? Are you going to want to eat at McDonald's where there's a McDonald's where employees engage in violence against each other? My question is, what does this do for your business? How many people feel that this is just a normal part of doing business to deal with this level of volatility? Yeah, I got to agree. Shout out to Win, Lose, or Rug. I agree 100%. Mom of 6. So unfortunate. She's working at McDonald's to feed her family. Now, not many discussions going on about this particular situation. Why do you guys think that that is? Who's going to want to put a business at a place where there's a possibility that employees could delete each other and it could open you up for a lawsuit because there's some type of expectation of quote unquote workplace safety? Would you all buy a McDonald's franchise there? Shout out to Carlton. Strange Investments going to put a McDonald's franchise there. Why would Strange Investments not put a McDonald's franchise there as part of their investment portfolio? Why? Why, ladies and gentlemen?
Instance of at least one that I'm aware that involved a stabbing, similar obviously to the stabbing that occurred in this case involving a knife.
That prior stabbing occurred in Virginia. Mohammed's attorney arguing
she was in an extremely abusive relationship.
Now let's talk about risk profile, right? Let's talk about risk profile. Do quote unquote priors provide any information about quote unquote risk profile? Apparently, if we profile this individual's risk, there was a quote unquote altercation involving a knife, quote unquote, prior. If somebody has done something, quote unquote, prior, does that increase or decrease the likelihood of them doing it again? Shout out to Honda 666. Honda 666 says, because food will be healthy at McDonald's. They don't want healthy foods in that neighborhood. Let me ask you this question. If there was a Whole Foods at that neighborhood and both of these people worked there, would somebody still be dead today? If there was a mustard seed at that location and these two individuals worked there, would somebody still be dead today? That's my question. Now, interestingly, in this particular instance, did the food delete anybody or did an individual delete anybody? That's my question. So as you can see, she's involved with a quote unquote prior stabbing. That means that she has some quote unquote experience with a knife. She has some experience with quote unquote stabbing. Shout out to her. It looks like she's bought the top too, right? But I don't think that the top that she bought had anything to do with Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Carlton. Carlton said they may have not been hired by Whole Foods. Let me ask you guys this question. How many people think that this kind of situation would have occurred at Chick-fil-A? Which one would be more wise of an investment? A McDonald's or a Chick-fil-A? You got to ask the question, why? There are Chick-fil-A's in the hood. You know what I'm saying? There's a Chick-fil-A in this place in Ohio that's close to Cleveland that's called Highland Heights. It's right next to Community College. It's right next to Tri-C. even at that Chick-fil-A, you never really see anything like this take place. Oh, now this shout out to Honda 666. Honda 666 says, I think it's the food, the Cheetos and the soda. Now, here's my question. Are they selling, we know they sell soda, but are they selling Cheetos and soda at McDonald's? And do we have any evidence that these women stuffed their faces with McDonald's food before this incident took place? And what about the prior situation with this individual where she wasn't in the same state and she stabbed somebody else? What about that? Let's run this back. Let's go right there.
Revealing this in court about Mohammed.
The defendant does have a prior instance of at least one that I'm aware that involved a stabbing.
What about that? So, what about my questions? Who would invest in this McDonald's? Who would invest in a business in this area? Why would somebody possibly not invest in a business in this area? Risk profile too high. What does an incident like this do to quote unquote risk profile? Let me ask you guys this question. Now that there was a deletion that took place on the property during working hours, how much is accident insurance going to go up for this McDonald's and the employees there? Shout out to Honda. Honda says she could have been having a caffeine craving, but there is no excuse for this behavior. Yeah, and I don't know about the caffeine craving. What about she has a pattern of this, right? She's done this before. She stabbed somebody before. They just said it, right? Shout out to Carlton. Carlton says, I do think there's a connection between fast food and criminal behavior. That food has zero nutritional value for the body and the brain. Now, here's my question, right? Is IHOP fast food, and do they serve fast food on those Carnival cruises? From what I understand, on cruises like the Carnival cruises, they usually have a buffet with like some nice seafood. They have a chef. Do you think that the people there who kind of have some issues, sometimes they might, go to a food court where there's some McDonald's available? What happens there? You know what I'm saying? shout out to Tammy. Tammy said it was the Diaspora Awards. I guess the Essence Fest was the last straw for both. It was just too much. It was just too much. It was just too much. It's just too much. I get it. It's just too much.
Similar, obviously, to the stabbing that occurred in this case involving a knife.
That prior stabbing occurred in Virginia. Mohammed's attorney arguing
she was in an extremely abusive relationship that was not only mental but physical.
Yeah, I would definitely say it was abusive. She stabbed someone. Now, let me ask you guys this question. Do you think that this woman was in a physical and mentally abusive relationship with McDonald's? If you guys think that she was in a physically and mentally abusive relationship, quote unquote, with McDonald's, give me a thumbs up. If you don't, then give me a thumbs down. We're still trying to give this a chance. We're still trying to get, quote unquote, to the bottom of this. Even though we're buying the tops, we're trying to get to the bottom of this, right? What happened here? Shout out to everybody watching. I appreciate you guys. If you all have not smashed the like button yet, please do me a favor. Take a moment, smash that like button. Also, if you guys have not hit the bell, please take a moment, hit that bell, and also please share the stream to your social media.
That involved alcohol issues, which is where the habitual second stems from, and her prior record.
The judge set Mohammed's bond at $25 million, cash surety only. She will be back in court on July 23rd for a probable cause hearing. In East Point, Camila Mary, Fox 2 News.
Now, I want to ask you guys this question. Shout out to Carlton, because Carlton said that he saw quote unquote other quote unquote content creators. They saw other content creators talking about this. What are the other content creators saying about this? I'm curious. Now, here's my question. Do you agree with the other content creators and their commentary on this, or do you disagree? See, with our commentary, we're just asking questions. Right? That's all we're doing. We're just asking questions. Right? So let me see something here. Hold on real quick. They have an interview here. Shout out to Carlton. Carlton said mentally, yes. She said the manager treated her bad. Now, let me ask you this question. What do you think defines quote unquote treated her bad? Because we don't necessarily, in some cases, how many people have worked at a place where sometimes expecting people to do things within their job description is misconstrued with quote unquote bad treatment? Like, let's just say, for instance, you take like 7 breaks and someone's like, you only get 1 half-hour break and 2 15-minute breaks. And then it turns into, well, they're treating me bad. Has anybody ever seen anything like that? I'm not suggesting that that's what was going on here. I'm just saying, without evidence of the quote unquote treatment, we don't know. How many people think that her manager was putting her hands on her? She was just, you drop them fries before I drop you. And then the fries don't get dropped. And the next thing you know, she's getting mollywopped at work. And then she goes back the next day for a paycheck. Is that the situation that was taking place? This lady right here, FYI, she looks like Shawn Michaels. If you guys would agree, this news lady here looks like Shawn Michaels, give me a thumbs up. If you guys would disagree, give me a thumbs down.
I'm Rupert.
And I'm Taryn Asher. We begin with a heartbreaking loss for one Metro Detroit family dealing really with an unthinkable tragedy.
Yeah, Taryn, what began as a normal day at work quickly turned violent. A mother of 6 stabbed to death at an East Point McDonald's while doing her job.
And Fox News' Camila Mary joining us live with the very latest. And Camila, we understand you have spoken now with the woman's family. I mean, it's hard to imagine what they're going through.
Yeah, I mean, we were here all day.
Okay, so they're going to talk to the woman's family. Now, I want to ask you guys this question. What do you all think that the woman's family said? Shout out to Carlton. Carlton said, if I'm not mistaken, the woman said the manager would take her belt off and threaten her employees. So let's say that that's the case. Now you have a really interesting risk profile as far as quote unquote doing business. How many people would work for somebody that would take their belt off and say, you need to get this done or else I'm going to wear that ass out with this belt? I don't necessarily, matter of fact, I know that wouldn't go over very well with me at all. If that's the case, that's an interesting risk profile. If that's the person in leadership at that business, and that's how employees are being incentivized to complete their tasks, what does that do for the risk profile? Help me out with this risk profiling, guys. Help me out with the risk profiling. Come on. What does that do?
And then family members started showing up this afternoon, one after another, all coming back to the scene of the crime. She has 6 children, as you said, ages 5 to 20, and some of the littlest ones were here. And let me tell you, it was absolutely heartbreaking.
And shout out to the people in the chat who are parents. Shout out to the parents. I'm a parent, right? But 6 children is a biblical amount of children. You know what I'm saying? That's like one of them, like 1900s families. That's just too much for me. I just, you know what I'm saying? That's way too much for me. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to the people that do it. Shout out to the people that can. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? We have to have people like that, you know what I'm saying, to make up for people like me who just I'm just not going to do that. That's just entirely too much. You know what I'm saying? Just entirely too much. What do you guys think?
My mom was a good person. She was the best mom anybody could ever ask for.
Jennifer Harris, a single mother of 6, a manager at McDonald's, fatally stabbed Thursday morning by one of her employees, according to police.
My mama, she woke up every day and went to work for us. My mama died trying to take care of us.
It happened right before 8 o'clock at the McDonald's on 9 Mile in East Point.
From our understanding, it happened.
Shout out to Win Lose a Rug. Win Lose a Rug. This is terrible. I hate seeing families cry like this is terrible, man. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, shout out to her for going to work because, you know, a certain demographic says that we don't go to work. If we don't go to work, how do you get deleted at work, right? Win Lose a Rug says broke people make some crazy, unintentional decisions. If you guys, and again, this is what we talk about, and everything comes full circle, right? Everything comes full circle. I want to ask you guys this question. Why do people feel that broke people make crazy, unintentional decisions? Is there a possibility that being broke can contribute to instance of crime? If that's the case, give me a thumbs up. If it's not, give me a thumbs down. I want to ask you guys this question. Everyone that can be risk profiled in this situation, what would Larry Fink say about their risks? Like, say, for instance, this entire situation was a portfolio. You got McDonald's, you got the 2 women, you got potential revenues, you have the, you know, value of the property. If the entire portfolio being discussed here was to be assessed by BlackRock and Larry Fink handed you a report and said, here's the risk profile of the East Point McDonald's in Detroit, what would the prospectus say? What would be in that risk profiling? Somebody let me know. What would Larry Fink say as far as quote unquote jewels on investment in this situation? And here's the question. Would you agree with Larry or would you disagree? Let me know.
Drive-through window inside of the building, so in the employee area.
Investigators say it started as a verbal dispute between Harris and her employee. Harris asked the woman to leave, but
she came back with a mask on her face, and the only thing I seen was her hands. That's how I knew it was her. And I tried to stop her. It was no stopping her. She stabbed her everywhere.
Police say a customer, a CPL holder in line at the drive-thru, witnessed the stabbing and shot his gun in the air, attempting to stop the crime. The suspect ran out of the fast food restaurant, the CPL holder getting out of his car and holding her at gunpoint until police arrived.
He absolutely did the right thing. He showed so to speak heroism.
Harris's family members beside themselves with grief.
We met the lady and everything. Then why she had to kill her. My mama was even good to her. She was good to everybody.
It's just so incredibly sad. The children's father is incarcerated. They told us that when we met with them earlier today. So it was just their mom.
Uh-oh. More to be risk profiled. Right? More to be risk profiled there. Let me ask you this question. What does that do for the risk profile?
My mama was even good to her. She was good to everybody.
It's just so incredibly sad. The children's father is incarcerated. They told us that when we met with them earlier today. So it was just their mom and them.
What does that do to the risk profile, ladies and gentlemen? Huh? What's that do to the risk profile?
The suspect is 26 years old.
She's a shout out to Carlton. Shout out to Jim Jones, right? She's a quote unquote YN. 26. Carlton said that the older people are scared of the young people yesterday. The one guy in Detroit said that they need to get police there. Maybe that's the problem. There wasn't no police at McDonald's. Remember, and that was in the same city. It was in Detroit. The old man who was interviewed yesterday, the old man said should have been police on that bus. Maybe. You think if anybody asked the old man about McDonald's, what would the old man have said about McDonald's? Carlton said that the old man said that because the old generation are terrified, quote unquote, of the new generation. Now, here's my question about the new generation. Where did the new generation come from? Where did new generation come from? Shout out to everybody watching. I appreciate you guys. If you all have not smashed the like button yet, please do me a favor. Take a moment, smash that like button. Also, if you have not hit the bell, please take a moment, hit that bell, and also please share the stream to your social media. If you agree with Carlton, Carlton said he would have said they need police in McDonald's. Give me a thumbs up. If y'all disagree, give me a thumbs down. What do they need in McDonald's to make sure that something like this doesn't happen? I would say employees who aren't violent, for one, right? Employees with a quote unquote decreased risk profile, right? Shout out to AB Promotion. AB Promotion says this increases the risk profile. Yeah, I would agree.
And of course, we expect her to be arraigned possibly tomorrow or the next day.
Now, shout out to Trump, right? The Haitians got the cats. But the question is, did Haitian get the cats before the cats got everybody's tongue?
Hoping to learn more about what led up to this. Meanwhile, Jennifer worked here. She went by the name of Gemma, and she worked here for 15 years. So, I mean, just a horrible story all around. There is absolutely nothing that makes sense about this. Reporting live in East Point.
She said that there's nothing that makes sense about this. I respectfully disagree with this newswoman here. I respectfully disagree with this newswoman here. If you ask me, I believe that there is a lot that makes sense there. How many people would agree? There's a lot that makes sense here. Shout out to AB. AB says employees need some sort of self-protection like mace or even a firearm to protect himself. I don't know. Let me ask you guys this question. How many times do you hear about stuff like this taking place, quote unquote, at a law office or in a laboratory or in a doctor's office or in a library? Shout out to AB. AB said the 26-year-old girl didn't care about her life. So in turn, she doesn't care about anybody else's life. Possible. Possible. If you guys agree with AB Promotions, give me a thumbs up. If y'all disagree, give me a thumbs down. So what would Larry Fink say about this as an investment? Okay, shout out to the people who are up to dollar cost average next week, right? Shout out to the people who are up to invest. You got a choice of investing in digital assets or you got a choice of investing here. What are you guys going to do with your money next week? What are you guys going to do with your money next week? You going to invest here or are you going to invest in some digital assets? Shout out to Carlton. Carlton says certain places attract particular people. Elaborate. Elaborate. You know what I'm saying? Elaborate.
Camille and Mary, Fox 2 News.
Yeah, Camille, I know that Gemma and that other person had an argument today. The suspect comes back stabbing her. But do we know if this was an ongoing fight beyond today between the two of them? Are family members saying anything about that?
They're not. I mean, we're going to hear more about that situation at the 6 o'clock show. But from every intents and purposes that we've been able to learn, that the suspect actually went out of her way to be nice to the children.
Let's continue.
all of them here at the McDonald's. They would hang out sometimes here. So you're going to hear more about that relationship at 6 o'clock, but they just can't understand this because they say it's so out of the blue, and what led up to this, why she did this, that of course remains to be seen. But of course, we'll have a lot more tonight at 6 o'clock. Back to you.
Certainly such a terrible loss. So we feel for her. We just feel so badly for her family as well. We'll look forward to your report tonight at 6. Camila Mary for us live. Thank you.
Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Terrible. Now, apparently there's been something going on that's been kind of interesting, right? And again, we have to talk about risk profile, right? We have to talk about risk profile. Okay. Now, my question is about businesses. Right. Shout out to Win Lose a Rug. Pro crimers. You see all the pro crimers that left the stream? These are supposed to be legacy roasters. That, you know what I'm saying? These are supposed to be legacy roasters. And I want you to see how fragile these quote unquote legacy roasters are. They can't even take watching a video about something that took place in Detroit. Legacy roasters. You know what I'm saying? Legacy roasters not being able to handle not getting roasted is crazy work. So, you know, this is what I'm saying. Just imagine if we just decided to roast people. Just imagine. How many people would be interested in owning a gas station? Now, if you're interested in owning a gas station, my question is location. Where would you place your gas station? Would you place your gas station where you have quote unquote low risk customers or quote unquote high risk customers? What makes a low risk customer versus a quote unquote high risk customer? Help me. No one's under attack here. You guys see what happened. If we need to go back over what an attack looks like, what happened at that McDonald's in East Point. Somebody ended up deleted. That's not what's going on here, right? Shout out to AB Promotions. AB Promotions says a low risk customer doesn't throw milk. That happened in Detroit too, didn't it? Let me ask you guys a question. Low risk, high risk. You guys ever been to the eye doctor? Can you see better with this lens or this lens? We're going to do that with this. Low risk, high risk.
On camera in Delaware County, where a man goes on a wild rampage with a baseball bat inside a gas station filled with customers. But why? Police say it was all a case of...
Low risk, high risk. Huh? Somebody let that guy in the gas station with a bat? Low risk, high risk.
A wild attack caught on camera in Delaware County, where a man goes on a wild rampage with a baseball bat inside a gas station filled with customers. But why? Police say it was all a case of mistaken identity. And then it gets even messier from there. Chris O'Connell has the details from Prospect Park.
An innocent customer at a Prospect Park gas station got a little bit more than he bargained for after police say he was attacked by a complete stranger swinging a baseball bat.
Hey, somebody share this onto Twitter and tag libs of TikTok in it. And tell libs of TikTok to give us the quote unquote demographic information of where this particular instance took place and the perpetrator. What do you guys think? Anybody gonna do it? Nobody's gonna do it.
911 call for a man chasing another man with a bat.
The wild surveillance video from inside the marathon.
Hey, they got this one on slow motion. Get back over. That's how that shit was sounding. If it had audio, I'll beat your ass.
911 call for a man chasing another man with a bat.
The wild surveillance video from inside the Marathon gas station on Chester Pike in Prospect Park actually started moments earlier. Police say that's 35-year-old Brian Taylor.
It's a Chad. A based ball bat Chad. Dude, there's a based Chad. Yeah, a based ball bat Chad. Shout out to him. Taking down the property value. High risk, low risk, ladies and gentlemen.
Pulling up to the station Tuesday night around 11 and getting a baseball bat out.
Shout out to Carlton. Carlton said Chad gets all the women too. Yeah. 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 All the women, every hole. You know what I'm saying? Probably would have let him take that. They would have took that bat too. You know what I'm saying? His name is really Bruce Wayne. We're gonna call him Batman. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to Bruce Wayne, Batman right here. Next time Karen Bass shows her face, we're gonna call Batman. What y'all think? They need him out in California, right? He need to go work for ICE.
Of his trunk. After looking through the store window, the bat-wielding man walked back into the store to target another man playing skill games. According to the arrest affidavit, he asked, "Where's my money?" Police say Taylor, who apparently bats right-handed, was intoxicated.
And he said, "Where's my money?" Baby, I got your money. Hey, okay. Baby, I got your money. Oh, man. Hey, high risk, low risk. Shout out to Brooklyn Queen. Brooklyn Queen says somebody didn't uphold the swingers couple agreement. Well, he's in there swinging by himself. You know what I'm saying? It's not probably not this is probably you probably just answered your own question, Brooklyn Queen. Whoever the swingers agreement is with this individual, this is probably not the type of swinger that they were talking about. Shout out to Win Lose the Rug. Win Lose the Rug said he would have gotten dropped. Man, when he overshot on that swing, man, I would have rushed him so hard and knocked him into that shelf with all them potato chips on it. He would have flipped backwards over that shelf. When he overswung and stumbled forward, I would have rushed him like I was going after the quarterback. Watch it. Watch how far he overswings.
Apparently, that's right.
See, right there, bro. It would have been like a flash of lightning. It would have been like boom. You know what I'm saying? Right there, at that moment, right there, it would have been like lightning struck. I fight men like lightning. You seen what happened in my last fight, friend? All right, then. Who said that? Who said that? Whose line is that? I strike men like lightning. You seen what happened in my last fight, friend? All right, then. Who said that? Whose bars is that? Whose bars is that?
Right-handed, was intoxicated, had no connection to the victim.
See that? So he all off balance. Man, I'm telling you, it would have been like Sonic the Hedgehog. Look at that. Man, he would have went right through one of these machines. I'm telling you. the glass would have been all broke on one of the machines. Probably would have went backwards, hit the wall, and fell forward on him. I'd have ran into him so fast. Y'all remember at the end of I Am Legend when that zombie was trying to bust through the glass to get to Will Smith? Man, I'd have hit him with that zombie shoulder. I'd have hit that fool with that zombie shoulder. He would have went flying so far.
Had no connection to the victim.
He asked, where's the money? And like I said, this victim was completely innocent. Doesn't know this guy, never seen him before. Just happened to be in there, and this guy decided to take his anger, rage, whatever out on.
It didn't end there. The video shows the victim running away from the.
Hey, it was the victim. Hey, the victim was a black dude, and look, he's trolling. He's just running in place. He's running in place right here.
Decided to take his anger, rage, whatever out on.
It didn't end there. The video shows the victim.
Oh man. Hey, what y'all think about this? High risk, low risk. Hey. Oh my God, this is so funny, man. This is so funny.
Rage, whatever out on.
It didn't end there. The video shows the victim running away from the store and then being chased into the parking lot. Taylor was arrested at his home a short time later. Regular customers are shaking their heads, especially those with kids.
Hey, man. Hey, I'm dying laughing.
My mom says she wants everybody to be safe, and like there's kids around.
It's just getting worse and worse around here. You know, there's.
He said it's getting worse. He said it's getting worse and worse around here.
People swinging baseball bats, people on cars. Constant fights and everything, you know.
Police say the victim suffered cuts and bruises to his back, arms, and ribs. Taylor.
Hey, listen, man, this dude, he never has to worry about any money. Shout out to you, bro. This cat right here. Wherever you at, if you hear this video, there's money for you on YouTube. All you got to do is go on YouTube and talk about the 2025 plight of the white man. You'll have 100,000 subscribers in no time. You'll never have to swing a bat at anybody for money ever again. If you guys would agree, give me a thumbs up. If you guys would disagree, give me a thumbs down. This is an example of hustling backwards. It's like women without an OnlyFans account, right? It's just another instance of hustling backwards. You know what I'm saying? In 2025, white plight is very lucrative. Very lucrative, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never, ever have to swing a bat in a gas station ever again. As a matter of fact, he could take the footage from that video and make a YouTube video and say that what happened was that he was overdosing on black fatigue, $700,000 instantaneously. Tell your audience that you said the N-word during the assault, that'll guarantee you another $250,000. If you guys would agree, give me a thumbs up. If you guys would disagree, give me a thumbs up. I mean, that's all it takes. That's all you got to do. Why not do it? Right? I mean, we've seen these things. We've seen this happen. It's not something that's out of the realms of possibility. Like, we see stuff like this happen every day, right? So, I mean, there you go. Do that. Just make a video how nobody saw what happened before the assault. And, just, what I'm saying? Talk about how you're not somebody that sees color, but talk about the color of the person that you were chasing around with the bat and the area that you were in, and you will never have to worry about paying bills ever again. YouTube AdSense will pay the bills. Let me ask you guys this question. Shout out to being able to do that, right? Wouldn't it be nice if people were interested to the point where we could do that? Some people can do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. Ladies and gentlemen, why can't I do that? Somebody help me out with that. Why can't I do that?
Seen here after a DUI arrest in 2017 is also charged with vandalism after police say he defecated in his jail cell.
God, so this dude is a felon. He took a shit in a jail cell. I know somebody that would be perfect for you. You know what I'm saying? Her name is Amber Heard. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could get with each other and have a good, shitty rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? Now, risk profile, right? Pro-crime culture, risk profile. Prior record is a quote-unquote prior record, aka history, an indicator of present and future action. If it is, give me a thumbs up. If it's not, then give me a thumbs down.
I'll go for you. You get the crazy ones, you get the nice ones, and you get the in-between.
Taylor was released from the Delaware County Jail on $5,000 bail. We spoke with Taylor at his home tonight, but he declined.
$5,000 bail. She just took a loan off the 401k to take care of that. That was kind of aggressive for only $5,000. A lot of, I'm sure there was a little bit of property damage there too. $5,000 is all the bail was. What do you guys think about that $5,000 bail? Did you guys know that bail and bonds are associated with a quote unquote risk profile? Let me ask you guys this question. What part of risk is profiled in the calculation of bail and bond? Does anybody know? It's risk profile. Anybody know? What is utilized to calculate the risk involved with the pricing of quote unquote bail or quote unquote a bond? Somebody let me know.
Fine comment after advising with his attorney. He is due back for a preliminary hearing in court on July 21st in Prospect Park. Chris O'Connell, Fox.
All right, Prospect Park is going down. Sounds to me like Prospect Park is building quite the risk profile. All right. Quite the risk profile. Let's see what they said about it here. Yeah, shout out to Brooklyn Queen. Brooklyn Queen says, allegedly, the higher the price, the more dangerous the criminal. Yeah, that's facts. Another thing is, quote unquote, flight risk, right? That term even has the risk terminology built right into it. So my question for you guys is, what is a quote unquote flight risk? What is a flight risk? Now, do you see what just happened at this gas station here? My question for you guys is, what kind of insurance is necessary? Shout out to DJ Elmo. What kind of insurance is necessary to mitigate that kind of risk that we just watched? What kind of insurance is necessary? After this incident, would the insurance cost increase or decrease?
Investigation is underway in Delaware County this afternoon after a man walked into a gas station and attacked someone with a bat. Neighbors are shaken now. Police aren't sure that the suspect even knew the victim. The suspect was arrested but is out of jail this afternoon. Action News reporter Becca Hendrickson joining us live in Prospect Park now with more on what we know at this hour. Becca.
Brian, part of the reason neighbors are so afraid is because that suspect posted bail after going into a gas station and attacking people he didn't even know.
Well, he posted bail because the bail was only $5,000. Right? So I mean, there's nothing like miraculous about that, right? Everybody knows why he posted bail. He posted bail because it was only $5,000. It was easy for him to post, right? If you guys would agree, give me a thumbs up. If you guys would disagree, give me a thumbs down.
With a bat. In an instant, the inside of this gas station erupts into chaos as a bat-wielding suspect comes in swinging. This happened Tuesday night before 11 at the Marathon gas station on the corner of Lincoln Ave and 420 in Prospect Park. The victim, according to police, had never met his attacker.
He was terrified. He had no idea what was going on. Completely caught off guard.
The suspect is 35-year-old Brian Taylor from Prospect Park. According to a criminal complaint, the victim was inside waiting to play a skill game when Taylor walked in the side door with his bat and said, "Where's my money?"
Shout out to Carlton. Carl just said, "Ask the old black man." Hey, I'm gonna ask y'all, high risk, low risk. Shout out to DJ Elmo. DJ Elmo says risk profile criteria: prior convictions, degree of crime, e.g., deletion of someone. Yeah, I wouldn't disagree. Those are pretty good things for the risk profile. If you guys would agree with DJ Elmo, give me a thumbs up. If you guys would disagree, give me a thumbs down.
Confusing patrons.
We think this was a mistaken identity, but the true cause still is unknown.
Police say Taylor hit the victim in his arm, ribs, and back before he was able to run away. Investigators located the vehicle Taylor had been driving and arrested him. The video, I have no words, stunned neighbors.
You see this guy, the one that he's targeting, he's just like, bro, like, what are you doing?
Some were concerned about this seemingly random attack, especially knowing the suspect is out on bail.
This is not good. I got a child. It's people, kids out here. It's the summertime. We don't want nothing to happen to our kids.
As you can imagine, Taylor is facing multiple.
Hey, I want you guys to pay close attention. Look at this news report. Bat attack as the headline is crazy. Bat attack as the headline is crazy.
Charges, including aggravated assault. He has a preliminary hearing scheduled for later this month. Live in Prospect Park, Becca Hendrickson, Channel 6 Action News, guys. Yeah, really.
Oh man, what's going on here, man? What's going on here? All right, so now we got to talk about some stuff that went on the west side of Detroit. Take a wild guess where it took place at. Take a wild guess where it took place at. Now, risk profile. Right? Let's talk about the risk profile. If you have customers coming into your establishment that conduct business like this, what does this do for the quote unquote risk profile of your establishment? And shout out to everybody watching. I appreciate you guys. If you all have not smashed the like button yet, please do me a favor. Take a moment, smash that like button. Also, if you guys have not hit the bell, please take a moment, hit that bell, and also please share the stream to your social media. And let me ask you guys this. If you have been having a ball, just having a great time, enjoying Crimecast, like this is great. This is hilarious. Throw some flames in the chat. Throw some flames in the chat. This is great. This is great. Y'all might not ever get a video on one of my other channels ever again. Nah, you probably will. You probably will. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna be stuck here for a while. Because this is just pure comedy.
Well, a customer goes on a rampage outside a gas station on Detroit's west side, all because he was denied a free drink. Much of the incident caught on camera, and police are hoping you can help find him. Fox 2's Lauren Edwards is working the story.
Now, shout out to you guys, right? Shout out to AB Promotion. Shout out to Brooklyn Queen. Shout out to, Carlton. Shout out to Leonard. What's good with it, bro? What we need to start doing is we need to start using Crimecast to get some of these criminals locked up so that we can get the bail money, right? So that we can get the reward money and buy the tops. We need to buy the tops with the money that's provided from these criminals. If you guys would agree, give me a thumbs up. If you guys would disagree, give me a thumbs down. All these criminals produce opportunities for us to buy the tops. Especially when the reward is like, hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? At minimum, we need $120,000 to buy the top. So if we can snitch on all of these clowns, make content with all of these clowns, and turn their criminality into a tale from the cryptocurrency of each one of us buying a top. That's how you create value, right? That's how you create value, right? And, you know, if we put them in jail, it's not like, you know, it's not like we're not looking out for them. Shout out to Tedra. Tedra says, you know what drop you have to play after hearing that news anchor? Which one? Which drop? Tell me which drop, and I'll play it. This is the one I'm thinking.
I shouldn't have said that.
What about this one?
Morons! I have morons on my payroll!
None of these people are on the payroll, Kobe. You know what I'm saying? None of these people are on the payroll, CC. Sorry, bro.
First tonight, Lauren joins us live from Detroit Police Headquarters. Lauren.
Dave, we were out at that gas station earlier.
Hey, shout out to Carlton. Why are you? Wait, which one is why are you? Why are you? Hold on, let me see. Why are you? Why are you? Which one? Hey, shout out to AB. Yeah, we'll provide that service. We'll provide that service.
So dumb. You are really dumb. For real. Oh, you are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Oh, yeah. I got, yeah, definitely. He had the snake tongue. He definitely had the snake tongue.
Why are you gay?
Just like a woman. That's because some of you niggas, you be acting just like a woman. Nigga, Reaper keep it 1,000.
Why are you gay?
Hey, why are you gay is hilarious, but just like a woman is even more funny to me.
Just like a woman. That's because some of you niggas, you be acting just like a woman. Nigga, Reaper keep it 1,000.
Hey, just like a woman is hilarious, man. That shit is genius. Shout out to the Reaper, man. That shit is. Shout out to the Reaper, man. That is black excellence right there. Like that is black American genius. If you guys would agree, give me a thumbs up. If y'all disagree, give me a thumbs down. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Carlton. Carlton said that would be so off code. Yeah, off code ETF coming soon, baby. We about to liquidate all these criminals. What you think? We about to liquidate these people. Shout out to DJ Elmo. DJ Elmo said the MC Hammer one is funny too. Yeah, we got to use that. We got to use that when it's a hammer attack. When it's a hammer attack, the victim needs to be like, call 911 and say, here come the hammer. Here come the hammer. I'm on the subway, minding my business. Here come this crazy. It ain't a witness. He about to make a bad decision. I'm going to end up with a chest incision. Here come the hammer. Here come the hammer. This part 2, the second stanza. I'm leaking, ain't gonna make it to One Police Plaza. He held a hammer over my said who the boss like Tony Danza. He tried to hit me with the hammer, slipped on a banana. I said, see ya, sucker, took a sip from my Fanta. Here come the hammer. Here come the hammer. Oh, man. I asked Eric Adams, is your residence dumb? He said, what you talking about, Bitcoin, son? Here come the hammer. Here come the hammer. Here come the hammer. Oh, man. That's crazy, man. Hey, and then what about Bat Chad? Bat Chad. Bat Chad. Bat Chad. Bat Chad. Bat Chad. Oh man. Bat Chad is crazy, man. Shout out to Bat Chad.
And I can tell you, we spoke with a number of people and they knew exactly what was going on. They even knew who was behind it all, but we also got a chance to speak with the manager over the phone, and he tells us he's just grateful that the police are involved.
Had any issues. This is the first time ever.
Detroit police looking for the suspect in this surveillance video.
What just happened? Hey, why that car's tires look so flat? Man, these gas stations, look, you could look at this gas station, man. What? This the kind of gas station? Don't nobody go here to get gas. Don't nobody go to this type of gas station to get no gas. People go to this type of gas station to buy lottery tickets and to stand outside the door and beg, even though ain't nobody gonna come there. And I guarantee you, this gas station, bro, you can't even go inside of there after 9:30. They got the plexiglass up, and you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta pay for stuff outside, like from the outside. Who's going inside of this? This gas station looks like the inside of a. Could you imagine the bathroom at this gas station? It's one of the gas stations. This probably is one of them gas stations where the bathroom, the sink, the handles, it don't have no handles. It's just like a little metal stub. You know what I'm saying? That's all rusted out. You can't even wash your hands up in a place like this. Shout out to Brooklyn Queen. Brooklyn Queen said nobody cleans the lot. Let me ask you guys this question. What is this appearance as far as risk profile? If you're profiling for risk and you say, I need to get some gas, and you see this gas station, how do you internally risk profile this gas station? Shout out to Leonard. Leonard said the bathroom has AIDS. Yeah. It says right on the pump 3 times. 3 times the HIV up in here. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody watching. I appreciate you guys. If you all have not smashed the like button yet, please do me a favor, take a moment, smash that like button. Also, if you guys have not hit the bell, please take a moment, hit that bell, and also please share the stream to your social media. This is one of them gas stations you find out, this is one of them gas stations, it ain't no toilet paper there. There's no soap in the dispenser. Yeah. Them is C19 pumps, bro, facts. The bathroom key is attached to a yard. Yeah, somebody come handing you a rake over the counter. Here go the key. Why is this shit attached to a rake? Oh, you might need it because, we don't know what the fuck be going on back there, like, for real. They had a key attached to a billy club and shit. This is one of them type of gas stations. It's in an area so bad the key is attached to a gun. Here you go. Make sure when you return it, you put bullets back in. What the fuck kind of shit is this? The bathroom key is attached to a Desert Eagle? The fuck? Shout out to AB. I must be in Newark, New Jersey. This looks like some Newark, New Jersey shit. This look like some new. Anybody ever been to Newark, New Jersey, man? This look like some Newark, New Jersey shit. Right off the freeway, bro. Like that, like the exit right off of Interstate 80. That's where it's the most trifling at, right over there. Yeah, shout out to Leonard. The bathroom key is attached to a bike wheel. Bro, the bathroom key is attached to a steering wheel. Like, and it's a Cadillac steering wheel too. Like, yeah, make sure you bring it back. And the cashier is inside smoking a blunt. This is that type of gas station. The cashier is inside smoking a blunt. The fuck? Have y'all ever been to a gas station like that? I have. You know what I'm saying? They exist. If you don't believe me, they exist. Somebody needs to make a YouTube channel where you just do gas station tours. Like this what's going on at this gas station right here. Because it'd be in the city, where whatever city you live in the city, man, it'd be wild shit going on at gas stations. Shout out to AB. AB said this definitely looked like Newark. Bro, I swear to you, this looked like Newark. You know what I'm saying? This definitely looks like Newark.
This surveillance video.
The guy did it quick and he ran quick. I'm in contact with Detroit police. They're working with me.
Oh man, he hit the undocumented. Hey man, he hit the undocumented bro's car. He said, I parked it at this light, I stopped for the light, and then they come out the gas station and hit the windshield with the rock. I called 911 immediately. Like, yo, this is crazy right here, man. I'm trying to figure out the motive. Like, what happened here? My man just said 3 point. Like, look right here, 3 points. He said from long range, and then he ran back. He ran back to the other end of the court. Like, what? You playing basketball with a rock? Playing basketball with a rock using somebody's windshield as the backboard is crazy work. Who does it? Who does it? That's crazy work, man.
They had any issues. This is the first time ever.
Detroit police looking for the suspect in this surveillance video.
The guy did it quick and he ran quick. I'm in contact with Detroit police. They're working with me. They're doing everything possible.
He said he do quick and run quick. He do quick and run quick. I would agree. He did quick and ran quick.
To get the guy.
Police say Thursday at 2 o'clock in the morning at this mobile gas station on 7 Mile and Southfield Road, a man threw a large brick at the.
See, this. Look. Normal shit. This is this part right here. This isn't what the news report is about. This cat right here don't have no shirt on, man.
In the morning at this mobile gas station on 7 Mile.
Hey, this is what I was telling you about. There's somebody outside waiting to ask you for some money. Hey, young blood. Your name becomes young blood if you're a male. If you're a girl, your name becomes baby girl. Hey, young blood. You got a couple dollars, you got a little change you can spare? You got a little change you can spare, young blood? Nah, man, get the fuck out of my face. You know what I'm saying? Come on here. Hey, baby girl. Hey, baby girl. Baby girl. Baby girl. Hey, baby girl. Hey, beautiful. Hey, baby girl. You got any change? You got any change for uncle over here? Baby girl. Baby girl. You know what I'm saying? Young blood, get the fuck out of my face. For one, I'm not a young blood. I'm the same age as you, motherfucker. I just didn't smoke crack since I was 15. Fuck out my face. So I got to get in and out of here. I don't be nice to people like that when, you know what I'm saying, when shit like that be going on. Fuck out my way. You know what I'm saying? You the motherfucking reason I got to stand outside in this guy. You the reason I got to stand outside in this line. I know you ain't about to get shit. Get the fuck out my way. Oh, okay, young bo. Oh, okay. All right. Come here, girl. Yeah, come here. Hey, girl. Baby girl, come here. You got a little change? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to DJ Elmo. DJ Elmo says stuff always popping off in those miles in Detroit. Yeah, facts. This is literally what it's like at any gas. It's a gas station right up the street from me. It's just like this. It's just like this. It's just like this. It'd be the same people outside the gas station all the time. You know what I'm saying? When it be like the panhandling type, the beggars, I don't be nice to them panhandlers and to them beggars. I don't be nice to them at all. Hey, brother, man. Anytime somebody, hey, brother, man, you got some change? I'd be like, yeah, go change your underwear, nigga. Because I can smell them motherfuckers from here. Fuck out my way. I got like 15 minutes, and you taking up space. Damn, blood, my bad blood. You know what I'm saying? Like, my bad blood. Man, I remember it was this crackhead at the Dunkin' Donuts downtown Cleveland off of Carnegie one day, man. This dude was like, He was messing with everybody in line, and then when he got to me, he was like, "Oh, never mind. You have a good day, brother. You have a good day." I just looked at him. I'm saying he risk profiled me. Shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. He risk profiled me. Don't ask me for my money that I work hard for. You know what I'm saying? I don't get shout out to Carlton. I don't give up Satoshis. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Brooklyn Queen. Brooklyn Queen says the one that has a Bitcoin ATM is exactly like this. Yeah, that's a fact. Listen, me and TD actually had this conversation. The old school Bitcoin ATMs are always in the most ratchet neck of the woods. The old school Bitcoin ATMs, not like the new ones, but the old school ones. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, shout out to Win Lose a Rug. Win Lose a Rug said liquor store around the corner is just like this. Ninja's got a tent set up on the sidewalk. Yeah, tent set up on the side. You got to walk all around it. Sitting there, stanking. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Win Lose a Rug. Win Lose a Rug said these LA bums be from gangs, aggressively homeless and intoxicated. Yeah, they be wild. But this is the crazy thing. The news story is not even about Homeboy right here. Like when this right here is the normal scenery of people not see, like this should be a disturbance, right? But this isn't the disturbance. When you're in a place where this isn't the disturbance, risk profile. What's the risk profile?
On 7 Mile in Southfield Road.
He talking to the news people too. What's up? Y'all get me on camera? Yeah, we got you, bro. Y'all get me on camera.
O'clock in the morning at this mobile gas station on 7 Mile in Southfield Road, a man threw a large brick at the windshield of a Cadillac sedan, which they say belonged to the station's owner. Police say the man was upset.
So risk profile, ladies and gentlemen, risk profile. Hold up. More information comes out. This Cadillac sedan was the owner's car. You already own this gas station where you got insanity going on. Your customers or potential customers or people from the area attack you. Just so you know, I don't know if y'all can tell or not, but this gas station is directly across the street from a Church's Chicken. That is a Church's Chicken across the street from the gas station. Yeah, shout out to Carlton Wade, the Box Bros. Facts. This is if you guys would agree, across the street from this gas station, that is a Church's Chicken. Give me a thumbs up. If y'all would disagree, give me a thumbs down. That's a Church's Chicken. You already know what time it is. You already know what time. If you see a Church's Chicken or a Rally's or a Checkers, at that point, you're assessing risk. These are landmarks. You know what I'm saying? Now, do you guys remember that video, the Crimecast that we did a couple days ago, where we was joking around and I was like, when you see the concrete and the concrete looks like that, you know where you at? You guys remember that? If you see the concrete looking like that, if there's a off-brand gas station, like the off-brand gas station is always like Marathon or Golf or something like that, right? You got the off or Valerio or whatever the name that's another one that's always in crazy ass area. Vallejo or whatever the name of it is, right? If you're in those kind of areas and you see shit like that, you see shit like a Church's Chicken, it's time to do a risk assessment. Shout out to Brooklyn Queen. Brooklyn Queen said, "Why are you driving a Cadillac to this gas station, owner or not? If you can't afford a Corolla, Civic, or Hoopty." For one, like I said, what would Larry Fink say about this investment? What would Larry Fink say about this investment? Now, if you use this as your business ownership, like this is your business address, and you insure a vehicle to this business address, are you going to have a high insurance premium or are you going to have a low insurance premium? If your insurance premium is extraordinarily high, risk assessment. See, shout out to Win Lose a Rug. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The Valerio gas station is a no. Don't ever stop at a Valerio gas. If you see a Valerio gas station, you are in a bad part of town. You're in wherever you might be. You might be lost. You might not know where you at. If you see the gas station, the V for Vendetta gas station, you're in a bad place. Nationwide, wherever you at. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Win Lose a Rug. Win Lose a Rug said broke people habits are starting to display a pattern here. Shout out to you guys. What would that pattern be? Valerio and United Oil. Just keep it pushing. Facts. Yeah, in some marathons, in some BPs can be ratchet. BPs for the most part usually be decent, but because BPs can be franchised, some BPs can be ratchet. You know what I'm saying? Shell is always pretty nice. Speedway is always pretty nice. Sheets, for the most part, is always nice, but depending on the area where it's at, once you get inside, there may be a customer issue. But for the most part, the facilities at Sheets is always pretty nice. You know, I don't know if you guys got Get Go. Get Go is usually real nice. You know what I'm saying? But Valerio and mini marathons and BPs that are deep within the city, nah. Yeah, Valerio gas stations are always they're always in the hood. There, you will never find a Valerio gas station where the homes cost over $300,000 to $400,000. You will never find a Valerio gas station there. You will only find Valerio gas stations where you run the risk of getting shot for no reason when you get out of the car. So if you see a Valerio gas station, you should do your risk assessment and say, oh shit, this shit here, I'm not getting out the car. Shout out to Carlton. Carlton says Circle K is the OG ratchet gas station. Circle K is like BP, right? Some Circle Ks can be extremely nice. Like you got them Circle Ks that are really nice. Then you got the Circle Ks that are ridiculous that don't let you on the inside after like 9:30. You know what I'm saying? I'm dead serious. Shout out to Alonda. Alonda said, I thought you said Vallejo E40. So no, I'm talking about that Valerio gas station. You ever seen the Valerio gas stations? They are always in the worst areas in the United States. Like I'm talking about the worst areas in the United States. Not just, oh, this is a bad area. No, I'm talking about they be in the Walking Dead type, the slum shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Leonard. Leonard said BLR's gas station survival guy. Bro, am I lying? If I'm lying, please tell me if I'm lying. I swear I'm telling the truth. Well, I'm telling you, one of these days, whenever the channel get to where I need it to get to, so I could just do higher quality content, we doing a gas station tour. All different gas stations. You know what I'm saying? Today, we're at Valerio at East 55th. As you can see, you know what I'm saying? I'm packing. You know what I'm saying? As you can see, I got my zombie knife right here. You know what I'm saying? Because we're here. Right. See, shout out to AB. AB said we don't even have a Valerio gas station here in New Jersey, and I know about them, bro. That's the marker of fuck shit. Like, you know how you see a sign that says welcome to whatever city that you're going in? If you see a Valerio gas station, that basically means welcome to the fuck shit. If you see a Valerio gas station in a very short amount of time, you're going to see something ridiculous. It's just guaranteed. So just expect to see something crazy, because you know what I'm saying, you now in the realm of Valerio. You know what I'm saying?
Station's owner. Police say the man was upset after being denied a free beverage.
I understood that for the last couple of days that he's been out there hanging out and starting some problems.
Hey, that's a crash out over a free beverage. If you guys would agree, give me a thumbs up. Now what he's just done is now there will never be a free beverage ever again, because all the free beverage money has to go towards repairing the owner's windshield, and it's going to go towards the higher insurance premium that's going to be necessary to insure that car, because the car was attacked by the customer. If you guys would agree that that's the current situation, give me a thumbs up. If you guys would disagree, give me a thumbs down.
With the customers themselves.
Police say he's 25 to 30 years old, 5'6", 150 pounds. Last seen wearing a white t-shirt, gray and black basketball shorts, Air Jordans, and a White Sox baseball cap. Anyone with information is asked to call police as soon as possible.
If he is walking on the street, not even approaching.
Something else that kind of is a marker of bad news. Anytime you see a Metro PCS, like a billboard that says Metro PCS, or like one of these little like flags or whatever that says Metro PCS, there's no good areas that have Metro PCS, places where they sell Metro PCS. There's no good places that have that. You know what I'm saying? No, in many cases, a lot of good places don't have cricket, if that is even in existence anymore either. Yeah, shout out to AB. He definitely was going along with the fuck shit.
He going along with the fuck shit. Don't touch me! I'm about to change on your ass! I'll beat your ass with my elbows! Werewolf style!
Shout out to Kyle Green, coming all the way from South Africa, Cape Town. Welcome to the stream. You gonna learn your way around the United States. You gonna learn your way around the United States today. Get you some popcorn. You about to learn your way around the States today.
Approaching the area or the property, just call the police because they really want him off the streets.
Now, the gas station is a green light partner, which means that they partner with DPD to fight crime in the area. And again, they're just asking anyone with tips and information to please call police or call 1-800-SPEAK-UP. Reporting here in Detroit, Lauren Edwards, Fox 2 News.
Well, Lauren, it looks like some really quality footage there, especially being part of that green light program. The folks at the gas station, are they feeling somewhat confident that someone out there knows who this guy is?
Absolutely. And I feel like when we were speaking with people earlier, again, they were like, yeah, we see him all the time. He's all the way around here. But, they just want him, if anything, to either get the help he needs or to be brought to justice or behind bars.
Hey, what kind of help he needs? Sound like the help that he needs is a free beverage. Sound like the help that he needs is a free beverage. Right? That's what it sounds like. Now, this is I love it, man. I love it, man. I love Crimecast. Oh, shout out to Kyle. Kyle says, here in my city, they try to incorporate those microphones that alert the popo when there's a gunshot. That sounds like Shot Spotter. They had stuff like that. They had stuff like that here. They use AI. You know what I'm saying? Now, here's a business owner risk profile. All right. Memphis, Tennessee. We going to Memphis, Tennessee. A business owner got shot in the back. All right. I want you guys to tell me the story before the news plays. Owner of Memphis Wing Restaurant shot in the back while closing up shop. What happened to here? Stop. Drop. Shut them down. Open up shop. Oh. Don't shoot me no more. Stop. Drop. Shut it down. Open up shop. Oh, no. Don't shoot me no more. I'm just cooking wings. Then his brother brings a gun into the spot. Then the alarm rings. Like, what the hell, man? You know what I'm saying? What the hell? You know what I'm saying? Oh man, I'm just flipping grease. You know what I'm saying? Someone called police, trying to run my business, almost was deceased. You know what I'm saying? Like what? I'm just changing grease. Someone called police, trying to run my business, and I almost got deceased. Like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying?
Tell what's really going on out here, because one day it could be you.
Only on Fox 13, a Memphis business owner is sharing his.
Shout out to Kyle Green. Kyle Green says, do you ever cover police chases? I do plan to cover police chases. A lot of times I just don't have time to cover the police chases, or by the time a police chase has gone live, I've missed it. But I try to cover them though. So, you know, if that's something that you like, make sure that you join the Discord. And when you see a police chase go live, shoot the link into the Discord. If I am available, I will definitely fire up a stream. What you guys think about that? If that sounds good, give me a thumbs up. If it don't, then give me a thumbs down.
Story and his pursuit of justice after he was shot in the back as he was closing up his restaurant.
Hold on, what kind of well, you know what kind of restaurant this is. Look, Carlton. Hey, you know, you already, because you know, right? We don't need to say no more. We already know what time it is. You know, the food here is probably amazing. Like, the food here is probably stupid good. But when it comes to the risk profile, when you see an establishment that quote unquote looks like this, where you at is the question. Where you at? Look at that cheeseburger right there. Look at that cheeseburger. Look at that cheeseburger. That cheeseburger is the size of a split level house. And you look, you know what kind of places they got random stuff. We got wings and egg roll. Come on, man. And they got the slow cooker outside. They got the steamer outside on the trailer. You already know what time it is. What time is it, y'all? Shout out to DJ Elmo. DJ Elmo said fast food joints like this usually attract nefarious customers. Funny, you never see or hear madness in plant-based restaurants or eateries. You never do. I've never heard anything like this going down at a vegetarian place. Yeah, shout out to Kyle. Kyle said the vegans are too weak to start stuff. Uh-oh, shout out to Carlton. Carlton said it's on a street called Lamar. That area is pretty bad, and 304s walked 304s walked the street. Ask Blade what type of females those are. It's a daywalker. Hey Blade, what you think about them tatas? It's fake.
As he was closing up his restaurant. It's been 10 days since that crime off of Lamar Avenue, and no one has been arrested.
Fox 13's Martin Staunton is live at MPD's Crump Station right now. So, Martin, did the victim know the shooters in this case?
Albert Thomas told me he never even saw them, Daryl.
Hey, man, shout out to this brother. He's been working on that voice for years. I guarantee you when this brother started working on that voice, his hair was black. And it's finally perfected after all these years.
Albert Thomas.
Man, come on, man. Everybody give him a round of applause. He's been working on that voice for years, and he finally got it. Albert. What
Thomas told me he never.
Albert Thomas told me, man. Shout out to you, bro. He working for that paycheck. They better have gave this man a raise.
Thomas told me he never even saw them, Daryl. Thomas said that he was closing up at Al's Wings and Things on Lamar with his back to the road when he heard the shots ring out.
You know that's not his natural voice. If y'all, yeah, good job, sir. Fact. Shout out to you, bro. Cheer for him. Right? If y'all think that that's his natural voice, give me a thumbs up. If it's not, give me a thumbs down. Shout out to him, though. Shout out to him. He said, Daryl, I don't even know what the hell's going on down here, Daryl. I mean, I was down here to get some ribs, and I was down here to get some rings and some wings and things, and next thing I know, shots just ring. You know what I'm saying? I was at wings and things, and shots start to ring. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Yeah, in real life, people like, what you want to drink tonight, babe? Hey, babe, bring me my sandwich and my nightcap. That's how you talk in real life. You know what I'm saying? He either talk like that or he talk like Samuel L. Jackson. Bitch, get my hot pastrami sandwich. You know, get my hot pastrami sandwich in my drink. It's either one of those two, but it's not this. This ain't it. You know what I'm saying?
When did you realize you've been hit?
Soon them shots rung out, I realized I was hit in the back. And I'm
sorry, go ahead.
And I dropped to the ground, and instantly I started calling on the name of Jesus.
Oh my God. Oh my God, man. Hey, man, some people are just unintentionally hilarious. This is not funny, man. I am by no means disrespecting this dude. But like, man, I'm telling you, some people are hilarious, man. You could tell this dude is one of them cats that is just side-splitting funny with a straight face. I ain't know what else to do but just call for Jesus. I pulled out my cell phone while I was on that ground, and I said, Lord Jesus, please come down here and save me. Please come down here and save me so I can live another day. And then thank goodness I had paid that Boost Mobile bill, because the Lord heard my call that day, and he did come and save me. And that's how I'm here today with you for this here interview. You know what I'm saying?
And instantly I started calling on the name of Jesus.
Hey, man. Hey, this is one of them cats that hook, man. If you go to this restaurant, this cat hooks you up. Like if they give you the food with the styrofoam containers, it be all bent up and melted because there's so much food packed in there. You know this cat feel like it's full to the brim with food when you buy some food from here. You know what I'm saying? And it's all good. And he gives you a separate bag that's the same size as the meal that you got, full of extra sauce. You know what I'm saying? You already know it's that type of spot. It's one of them type of spots. I ain't got none of that today because mama ain't, she ain't feeling too well. She ain't get out of bed today. So, some of the macaroni and some of the pancakes, we don't have them today. Maybe mama feel better tomorrow and she can make a couple loaves of pancake and a couple things of greens. But we ain't got none today. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? You already know it's that type of party up in there.
The shots ring out.
When did you realize you've been hit?
Soon them shots rung out, I realized I was hit in the back. And
I'm sorry, go ahead.
And I dropped to the ground, and instantly I started calling on the name of Jesus.
Albert Thomas started his restaurant 9 years ago.
That shit is not funny, but it is though, man. That shit is not funny, but it is though. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. He know. He wouldn't even be offended. He know. He'd be like, Robb, you clowning, bro. You a fool, boy. That's exactly what he would say. You know what I'm saying?
Go at the location where he was shot recently. Thomas says he has no idea why anyone would want to hurt him.
But I don't have a clue. I try to be the best I can be for the city of Memphis. I lead by example. Church man, family man, business owner. So
shout out to this brother, man. Shout out to this brother, man. Throw some flames in the chat for this brother, man. This is what I'm talking about right here, man. Shout out to him, right? But look what doing what he did got him in return. Look what doing what he did got him in return. Instead of making Al's Wings and Things great, we lucky that the owner is still here with us today. You know what I'm saying? Instead of making Al's Wings and Things great, like we all know that it is. We all know the food from here is gas. You know what I'm saying? We know this. This motherfucking food is gas. You know what I'm saying? This shit good as hell. And he got the homeboy, probably 9 generations of his family been in Memphis too, so they all know how to cook some of these probably homemade, like passed down recipes. Man, the food here is good. Who would shoot somebody like this? What would have happened if the bullet had a hit somewhere else? Now, let me ask you guys this question. Had he risk profiled and put his business elsewhere, how would things have worked out? Let me ask you this. Let me ask you guys that question. Shout out to Win, Lose, or Rug. If you guys would agree, give me a thumbs up. If you guys would disagree, give me a thumbs down. Win, Lose, or Rug said, got him targeted. This is why a lot of men within the community don't do anything for it and why the older generations fear the YNs. I mean, my man just trying to, he probably one of them type of people that take the whole family to Kalahari. I just went to church, you know what I'm saying? We brought the church to catered meal. He probably bringing the church food all the time. We finna take the whole family to Kalahari, even the young ones, because, I got about 45 grandkids. You know what I'm saying? Risk profile. Now, let me ask y'all this. Do y'all think they're going to find who shot him? Shot him in his back. Shot the dude in the back. What you shooting? Why? For one, why are you shooting the dude? You know what I'm saying? For two, why you shoot him in the back?
At this point, I don't have no idea why someone would come and shoot at us, my employees, the restaurant, period.
Thomas says he's had a good life, blessed to open a second location in Horn Lake. 2 restaurants gives him the means to try to make a difference.
So he got 2 restaurants. He's got 2 restaurants. He's got 2. The restaurant's so successful, it enabled him to be able to open up a second location. Why is this the individual that somebody would try to target and take out? This is the same as the Nipsey Hussle situation, right? If you guys would agree, give me a thumbs up. If you all would disagree, give me a thumbs down. So why hasn't this restaurant been made great? Now I want you guys to pay attention. We can't listen to this. Goodbye. As the week drop off, the flush out gang gets flushed out. You guys see the flush out? If you guys see the flush out, throw some toilets in the chat. People getting flushed out. We buying the tops. People getting flushed out. You know what I'm saying?
But now he's asking.
Look at that right there. What is that? Elephant ears or some type of exotic, potato skins or something like that?
For the community's help to bring his shooters to justice.
But we as a community need to come together and learn to speak up.
He said, we as a community. This brother from the this man has no family members above the Mason-Dixon line. Zero. None of his family has even ventured as far as the Midwest.
You know, but we as a community need to.
Yeah. shout out to him. None of his he has zero family, you know what I'm saying, above the Mason-Dixon line. None. Not one member.
To come together and learn to speak up, you know, and a lot of times people don't want to speak up until they get close to home, you know, but at this point it's close.
Shout out to Carlton. Bro, am I lying? This man no one in his family has ever seen snow, ever. Ever. It's a foreign concept to everyone in his family. They've never seen snow, ever in their entire lives, ever.
Close to home for me and my family, you know, so I would love for somebody, you know, if you know something, you know, reach out to the Memphis Police Department, you know, reach out to me.
And Daryl Thomas says that he can forgive the person who shot him, but they need to be held accountable. Right now, things are in the works to raise the reward for information leading to an arrest and a conviction to $7,000.
Hey, Blacklight Investigative, Blacklight Private Investigations, Crimecast Private Investigations, y'all. Let's get this killer off the street. Let's get some more crypto in our bank account. Let's turn this fool in. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Carlton, $7,000. Man, that's a lot of crow and knife to buy at the top. Let's go. Let's go. Shout out to Alonda. Yeah, that's facts. Memphis is not all the way down south. It's not all the way down south. You know what I'm saying? I got some family in Memphis. You know what I'm saying? Merzick. Yeah, shout out to Carl. The Carl just said some of my family got the thick accent. I used to say Merzick instead of music. Hey, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. You know what I'm saying?
Daryl?
That's Fox 13's.
Listen, man. Shout out to the Black Americans. You know what I'm saying? Everybody great grandparents got a Southern accent. Everybody's. It don't matter where you from. If you from New York and any of that, your great grand, like the Southern accent is like it's like the grandparent accent. You know what I'm saying? They all say church and all that kind of shit. Time to go to church. You know what I'm saying? Shit is hilarious, man. Anytime I hear some people from down south, man, I think of my grandparents. That shit is hilarious. Oh man. All right, man, we got to take a look. This is some more stuff that happened in Memphis, man. Shout out to that brother, though, man. Al's Wings and Things, man. If you in the Memphis area, man, make Al's Wings and Things great. You know what I'm saying? And find that shooter. Find that shooter. We going to find you. You can run and tell that. Run and tell that. Right? Right? We gonna find you.
So dumb. You are really dumb. For real. Oh, you are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Yeah. We gonna digitize. If you guys, we gonna turn these criminals into RWAs. We're gonna turn these criminals into real world assets. We're gonna digitize you. You know what I'm saying? And spend the proceeds on cryptocurrencies. What you got? If that sounds like a good idea, give me a thumbs up. If you guys disagree, give me a thumbs down. We're going to liquidate and then digitize these RWA criminals. These criminals have now been designated our real world assets because we're going to liquidate them and buy cryptocurrency with them. We're going to now start calling criminals, quote unquote, assets. What do you guys think about that? That's what jails call private prisons and jails call them assets. We're going to start calling these people assets. We have another asset that we need to get hold of. You know what I'm saying? We got to put the word out. Use the social media network. If you guys would agree, sounds good. Give me a thumbs up. We'll really be able to boost that weekly dollar cost averaging if we get a lot of these people off the street. We'll be able to get a lot of these people up off the street and a lot of cryptocurrency up in our wallets. What y'all think about that? Sound good to me.
It's drug dealing and even a police shootout. Tonight, we're getting a look at the evidence Memphis police are gathering in their new downtown command center and how it's helping the department fight crime. Thank you for being with us at night. I'm Daryl Green.
And I'm Darcy Thomas, the command.
I just want to ask this question real quick before we get into this. I just want to ask this question. Why did the person driving this vehicle not think that they were going to get caught? They have a command center. This is going to be the Crimecast command center for securing assets. You know what I'm saying? The Crimecast command center for securing assets. You know what I'm saying? I want to know what idiot thought that they were going to be discreet in this Apple Now and Later colored car. Because make no mistake, this car is indeed the identical color to an Apple Now and Later. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you for being with us at night. I'm Daryl Green.
And I'm Darcy Thomas. The command center opened about 3 months ago, and now Memphis police are showing off some of the results. Fox 13's Jack Bellew joins us live downtown tonight. Jack, some of the videos we just showed actually helped to lead to arrest.
Yeah, Darcy, one in particular, the guy doing burnouts, they say that helped solve a homicide case. Now, if you take a look behind me, you can see.
So there was a guy that had deleted somebody, and the best thing that he could come up with was, let me just do a bunch of burnouts real quick. I don't get it. If you guys get it, give me a thumbs up. If you guys do not get it, give me a thumbs down. I don't get it. I need to keep a low profile. Let me get on these low profile wheels and do some burnouts. Doesn't make any sense.
So dumb. You are really dumb. For real. Oh, you are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
So now we got to ask the question that makes people extremely upset. Got to ask the question that makes people extremely upset. Who made this? Who made this individual do this? Who made these individuals do this? Anybody got any clue? Who made these individuals do this? Was it the fast food? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Win Lose the Rug. Win Lose the Rug says they need longer sentences, 20 years and up. Shout out to Win Lose the Rug. Shout out to, I'm gonna make a new channel. I'm gonna make a new YouTube channel. You guys down? I got a bunch of YouTube channels. Why not make another one? Right? What's another one? It's gonna be called quote unquote. You guys ready? It's gonna be called quote unquote Rethinking the Crime Bill, and it's gonna have Joe Biden as the channel profile picture. What do you guys think about that? I think it's hilarious. I think a lot of people will be upset. I think a lot of people will be offended. I think that we'll have a great time. I think that we'll have a great time. You know, rethinking the crime bill. You guys let me know what you think.
Large crowds here in the entertainment district tonight. There's a free concert going on, and it's all being monitored by a high-tech network of cameras based out of that downtown command center.
We're just trying to solve crime, and that's what we're all about.
Inside MPD's downtown command center, investigators keep their eyes locked on screens showing dozens of live camera feeds at a time. And sometimes they catch incidents like this. Two men pointing guns at each other on the 4th of July.
Why? Why are they doing it? And look, I want you guys to pay very close attention. How many people would agree you are in 2025, regardless of where you are or what you're doing, at all times, you are always under surveillance? If you guys would agree that in 2025, at all times, you are constantly under surveillance, give me a thumbs up. If you guys would disagree and you don't think that you're under surveillance at all times, give me a thumbs down and let me know what you think is happening. And shout out to everybody watching. I really appreciate you guys. If you all have not smashed the like button yet, please do me a favor, take a moment, smash that like button. Also, if you guys have not hit the bell, please take a moment, hit that bell, and also please share the stream to your social media.
Center's commander says police were immediately sent there to deal with the situation, and it turned into a shootout.
This violent, dangerous individual begins shooting at our officers.
None of the officers were injured, but the suspected.
Hey, my man did the barrel roll across the floor. You see that? I'm not getting shot today. He did the I'm not getting shot today duck and roll. Look, watch this.
At our officers.
None of the officers.
See that? You see him rolling across the ground? Bet you I'm not getting shot today.
Dangerous individual begins shooting at our officers.
None of the officers were injured.
That might be that's a woman.
Individual begins shooting at our officers.
None of the officers.
Oh yeah, shout out to her, man. She did that barrel roll just like a woman. You know what I'm saying?
Just like a woman. That's because some of you niggas, you be acting just like a woman. Nigga, Reaper keep it 1,000.
Yeah, she did that just like a woman. Just like a woman. You know what I'm saying?
Were injured, but the suspected shooter, Victor Peeler, is still on the run. Those high-tech cameras also captured a drug deal in the heart of the city in high definition.
Now, let me ask you guys this question. Shout out to Victor Peeler. He's an asset. Right? Shout out to Victor Peeler. He's an asset. He's worth money. Question. What forces made him do that? What forces made him do this, ladies and gentlemen? Was he being bombarded by high-frequency energy weapons? Or some type of quote unquote sound-based attack? What made him do this? Was it the devil? Somebody help me out and tell me what happened here, please.
Run. Those high-tech cameras also captured a drug deal in the heart of the city in high definition.
You can see the level of zoom that we have. We can see exactly what type of bag this individual has. We actually see what's in his hand.
And this, a car going reverse up a one-way street with a unique sticker on the window. It's
not okay. It was the now and later green SUV that was going backwards the wrong way down a one-way street, trying not to be seen, trying to evade the law. Really? How many people now see what I'm saying when I say, quote unquote, some of these people can't even commit crime correctly. You can't even do crime right. Can't even do crime right. This is a perfect example. Who does this? Where do they do this at? Well, clearly in Memphis. Where do they do this at?
You can see the level of zoom that we have. We can see exactly what type of bag this individual has. We actually see what's in his hand.
And this, a car going reverse up a one-way street with a unique sticker on the window. It says, "Everyone hates Chris." Investigators say they recognized that sticker and arrested the car's owner, Christopher.
Everybody hates Chris. You know what I'm saying? Who would have thought? There can't possibly be any reason why everybody hates Chris.
The car's owner, Christopher Criswell,
who made Chris not only buy that vehicle, but drive it in reverse the wrong way down a one-way street. Somebody let me know. Shout out to AB Promotions. AB Promotions says he actually has his name on the truck. On the lime green truck, might I add. On the lime green truck, might I add. Yeah, we got morons on the payroll. You know what I'm saying?
Morons! I have morons on my payroll!
We're surrounded by idiots, too.
Idiots! I'm surrounded by incompetent idiots!
Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Shout out to Carlton. Carlton said, I'm convinced that people like going to jail. Yeah, so if we expedite that for them and get paid, everybody in the situation is happy, right? If you guys, shout out to Carlton, if you guys agree, some of these people like going to jail, give me a thumbs up. So if we act as brokerage, right? If we act as, you know, an exchange, and we exchange people that like to go to jail for money, we're providing a service that helps people, helps everybody in the situation is being assisted. These people that have lost their way from prison, we'll help them find their way back to prison. We'll be able to get paid. We'll be able to buy more cryptocurrency. Everybody's happy. He needs some, shout out to Brooklyn Queen. Brooklyn Queen said he need them old school LA gears. He need them old school LA gears. Now, shout out to Carlton. Carlton said win-win. Now, at a firm like Strange Investments would hire some of these people.
They described as a repeat offender. Court records show he's been involved in 56 cases, including numerous aggravated assaults.
I remember
56 cases. How do you even have that much time a day to how do you have that much time a day to do that? He's been involved in 56 cases. What do you guys think about that? I think that's kind of beyond a repeat offender, wouldn't you guys say? Shout out to Alanda Hanslu. Shout out to Shout out to Alanda. Shout out to Alanda. Alanda says, if criminals want to learn how to do crime correctly, they should study the Penguin and the Joker. The best criminals are avid comic book readers. I would say people who engage in non-traditional business, if they want the best consultation, they should consult Blacklight Business Ideas, or they should consult quote unquote Strange Revenues, and we'll get them together. You know what I'm saying? consult Blacklight Business Partners or consult Strange Revenues, and we'll get you together. You know what I'm saying? That's all you need. You don't need shit else.
him from 2003 when I was a patrolman, and we arrested him for many, many different charges.
Camera Network, they say, even helped with a homicide arrest earlier this week.
Hey, shout out. Hey, shout out to Windows or Rug. Hey, this is crazy. This who killed me shit. This is wild. What? Fuck. Shout out to Windows or Rug. Windows or Rug says, see, give bro 20. Give bro 20. Give bro 20 years and let's move on. Facts. Windows or Rug in his modern investor bag. You know what I'm saying? Windows or Rug is on his TMI bag. Give bro 20 years and let's move on. In other popular news, we're trying to figure out who deleted Jordan Spencer as MicroStrategies buys another 10,000 BTC. It seems like certain things just continue to happen. Right? Shout out to Windows the Rug. He in his modern investor bag.
We told you about the arrest of 17-year-old Montrell Williams, who's accused of murdering a man on Chelsea Avenue last month. He was spotted doing donuts on Beale Street twice. And the
Montrell Williams? The talk show host that was messing around with Kamala Harris?
Avenue last month. 17-year-old Montrell Williams, who's accused of murdering a man on Chelsea Avenue last month. He was spotted doing donuts on Beale Street twice, and those cameras got a good look at his face.
We were able to capture this vehicle, get close-ups, details on that vehicle. And
I mean, how stupid are you? How stupid are you? How stupid are you? Somebody call you stupid. Got the car sliding around like somebody just mopped the damn floor, looking dumb as hell.
On Chelsea Avenue last month. He was spotted doing donuts on Beale Street twice, and those cameras.
Like a damn wet floor sign is down.
That's on Beale Street twice. And those cameras got
Oh, oh man. Hey, let me ask you guys this question. Where is this guy going in life? He's doing doing them donuts is iconic of his life. That's it's just going around in circles. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Tupac. Round and round, round and round. You know what I'm saying? Round and round, round and round. I'm going down. The police gonna tell him, get out, get out, get out, get out. I'm going down. Get out, get out, get out. Now I still have my everyday fits. I ain't shit, but cease and dismiss with this shit. I'm just another black man operating a stick, trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. Oh man. He thought he was in the Big Timers video, didn't he? Shout out to Carlton. Carlton said they stay doing that mess in those Hellcats. Just dumb. Just dumb as hell. You just hating.
So dumb. You are really dumb. For real. Oh, you are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
I mean, what's up with this? These people are assets. These are our assets.
a good look at his face.
We were able to capture this vehicle, get close-ups, details on that vehicle, and that was helpful for some of the investigations.
It's crazy. The only value that we'd be able to squeeze out of some of these people is them in handcuffs and turning them in to law enforcement who we don't support, right? To get money to buy cryptocurrency. It's crazy. It's crazy that some people only have a cash value in a jail cell. What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about that? That's wild, man. It's crazy work, man. Crazy work.
Now, when the downtown command center first opened, Mayor Paul Young said that high-tech cameras like the ones it relies on were being installed around the
Shout out to Cameron. What's good with it, bro?
The city, and this could serve as a blueprint for what we'll see in the wider Memphis area. We'll have more on that downtown command center tonight at 10.
Now, let me ask you guys this question. Do you all think that people support this quote-unquote downtown command center, or do you think that people don't support this? How many people heard about this man that shot a DoorDash driver inside of American Deli? If you guys heard about that, give me a thumbs up. If you guys did not hear about that, then give me a thumbs down. Here goes my question. You see these type of stupid crimes? You see these type of stupid crimes? My question, hold on real quick. All right, my bad. My question is, how come people don't incorporate these kind of crimes into their music? This is the kind of crimes that people do a lot of times. All the sophisticated stuff, I'm going to get the plug and all that. That's not really what goes down all the time. And a lot of times, you know what I'm saying? It's just basically like, I'm finna throw this brick through this windshield. I'm sick with a click. About to take this windshield out with a brick. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how the rap music should actually sound. Act a damn fool at the damn gas station. Hey, act a damn fool at the damn gas station. Give me your slushy and I'll throw it at you. That slushy and I'll throw it at you. That slushy, I'll throw it at you. Take it to the parking lot. 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 Sick with the bricks. Sick with the bricks. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how the rap music should sound. I'm trying to get sick with a brick. Hey, sick with a brick. Sick with a brick. Mess with me, you're getting killed. In Detroit, we're going to throw that milk. In Detroit, we finna throw that milk. Hey, right? finna throw that milk. Hey, right? I'm outside the gas station without no shirt. Gas station parking lot full of trash and dirt. Hey, full of trash and dirt. Hey. Oh man, parking lot full of trash and dirt. Hey, you know what I'm saying? What the hell, man? What's going on with it? You inside the deli. You might get shot. Got a lime green vehicle. Call ODOT. Hey. Right? That's how the rap, if you guys would agree, that's how the lyrics should actually be. Give me a thumbs up. If you guys would disagree, that's not how the lyrics should be. Give me a thumbs down. That's how they should be. You understand? Look at this.
This morning, an arrest in a shooting inside a busy restaurant, and only on Fox 13. We have the video of the actual shooting.
Shout out to these newscasters, right? Shout out to these newscasters. Shout out to this fella right here. These people look absolutely disgusted when they have to talk about stuff like this. It looks like when people like Ernie Freeman have to talk about this kind of stuff, it looks like it takes about 10 years off of his life. Let me ask you guys this question. People that claim that they love people like Ernie Freeman so much, why do they make him constantly have to talk about this kind of stuff? Can people give Ernie Freeman a break? Have you guys ever noticed that? Anytime, like somebody like a Ernie Freeman has to report on some of this type of nonsense, they just look so upset and miserable and disgusted and angry. Why is that? Anybody got any idea why is that? Do you think that there's a sudden upset stomach, or you know what I'm saying? Why do you guys think that is?
This was at the American Deli on Lamar. Look at this. Yesterday afternoon.
Hold on, did he slide? What?
American Deli on Lamar. Look at this.
What? Hey, did he slide like that? Like, am I tripping? He just slid like it was like he was on ice, right? I'm not tripping. I actually saw that, right? Like my man just did the Super Saiyan slide. Am I tripping? Shout out to AB. AB said, yeah, he slid, but he only stayed because he was scared. Yo, that was crazy.
This was at the American Deli on Lamar. Look at this. Yesterday afternoon. This happened like in
shoes is coming all off?
The blink of an eye. People are in line waiting for food 1 second.
Why is it so slippery in there? What? Hey, now, hey, this video was enough to take. This was a flush out video. Throw the toilets in the chat. This is a flush out video. Yo, we flushed people out, man. They can't take it. They can't take this one. This one. They can't take this one. This one. Hey, this one took people out. This. Hey, this one took people out the game. This one cleared it out. This one let it rain and cleared it out. It let it rain and cleared it out. Hey, throw the rain in the chat. Throw them chickens in the chat. We let it rain and cleared it out. We let it rain and cleared it out. The stream did the chicken noodle soup. We let it rain and we cleared it out. Oh. Oh my God. Hey, this flushed them out, man. Look at the chat. This flushed hey, this flushed the chat out to 3 people, man. Shout out to Sybil. Now we got to talk about the flush out, right? We have to discuss the flush out. What happened? Why are people getting flushed out? Carl just said he slid like Sub-Zero Mortal Kombat. Yo, this is crazy. This is crazy. This is actually crazy. Who is he going after? Why is it so slippery in there?
This was at the American Deli on Lamar. Look at this. Yesterday afternoon. This happened like in the blink of an eye. People are in line waiting for food 1 second. The next thing you know, a man is shooting a DoorDash driver in the back. Here it is again. There's the DoorDash driver, and there's the guy with the gun. Just open fire.
What the fuck? Why is everybody why is it so slippery in there?
Open fire.
Hey, my man cried. Hey, look at dude right here. My nigga knew FedEx wasn't trying to hear none of that shit about a bullet. He got to get back to delivering. He did some military shit. Watch this.
Just open fire.
Shout out to Carlton. Shout out to Carlton. Carlton said today is a tough conversation, Rob. Many people can't handle it. They need to stop acting tough then. If you're not tough, you need to stop acting tough. Shout out to 50 Cent. 50 Cent said, you know, people that are not tough should not act tough unless they want to be introduced to people that are tough. If you guys would agree, give me a thumbs up. If you guys would disagree, give me a thumbs down. Shout out to Tedra. Tedra said, did somebody just mop the floor? It looked like the floor got mopped with the sole of his shoes and a bunch of and the dude running out the door mopped the floor with his socks, and they probably smell like Fritos. You know that gust of air when you open up a bag of Fritos? That's probably what it was smelling like in there. Yeah, FedEx driver said, nah. FedEx driver said, not today. Not today, bro. Shout out to AB. AB said, Rob, they must have just mopped. You see the cones. Yeah, but the thing with the cones is like they're not in the area where people are sliding around at. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would assume that they would have the cones kind of like in a straight line going like away from the door. He's sliding all the way back, like he sliding all the way back from the line. Like he like teleported like Nightcrawler on X-Men and shit. You know what I'm saying? Look at this shit. Hold on real quick. We got to do the instant. How many people think that there should be crime instant replays? If you guys think that there should be crime instant replays, give me a thumbs up. If you don't think that there should be crime instant replays, give me a thumbs down. I'm about to make crime instant replays. All these, the worst of the worst video clips from Crimecast, I'm about to turn them into YouTube shorts. You go like grade this one on a scale of 0 to 10. What's this one? This is some 9 out of 10 shit, if you ask me. This might be a 10 out of 10. How would y'all rate the athletic ability on this? Shout out to him. Hashtag unbothered. Hashtag to him. He's unbothered. We hear that so much. This is what unbothered actually looks like. Shout out to AB. AB said, yo, look at the guy in the corner. He's still sipping his drink or whatever, or eating his food. Facts. Shout out to him. Shout out to him. He's being an upstanding model of unbothered.
Deli on Lamar. Look at this.
Hey, the newsman. The news. Hey, the newsman. The newsman sounds. The newsman sounds disgusted and confused. Look at him. He's in despair. The newsman sounds disgusted and confused. He's in despair. Hey, shout out to Cameron. Cameron said police are searching the local studios. They think the suspect is a backup dancer. Shout out to AB. AB said, why is everybody on the phone? They're probably gossiping, bro. You know they definitely ain't talking about no Bitcoin. You think they're talking about Bitcoin?
This was at the American Deli on Lamar. Look at this. Yesterday afternoon. It's like in the
the way he says, look at this is hilarious. And this facial expression and the way he says, look at this is just perfect. It's just perfect.
This was at the American Deli on Lamar. Look at this. Yesterday afternoon. This happened like in the blink of an eye. People are in line waiting for food 1 second. The next thing you know, a man is shooting a DoorDash driver in the back. Here it is again. There's the DoorDash driver, and there's the guy with the gun. Just open fire. So police say last night the shooter turned himself in. 18-year-old Malik Wills.
He's only 18, and then he turned himself in. What was he doing? Hey, the FedEx guy is wild, bro. The FedEx, we gonna call him Fed Extra. The FedEx guy was mad extra. He was Fed Extra. Look at this.
There's the DoorDash driver, and there's the guy with the gun. Just open fire.
Hey, have you ever seen those, like the zombie movies, when it's like a horde of zombies and the stupid zombies just start piling up on top of each other and just falling stiff? That's exactly what he did. He did the stiff barrel roll over that booth or whatever that thing was. Hey, but the way he the way he skates across the floor is crazy. That's crazy.
And there's the guy with the gun. Just open fire. So police say last night the shooter turned himself in. 18-year-old.
Hey, I want to ask y'all this question. When the shoes come off, right? When the shoes come off, that's when you know shit is real. Is that true? If you guys would agree, when the shoes come off, that's when you know it goes down. I just want y'all to see the shoe explosion real quick, and then we gonna move on. Look at the shoe explosion.
The gun, just open fire.
The skate, there goes the skate. Pop, pop, shoe explosion.
So
shoes all over the place. There they go. Look, shoes all over the place. Pop, pop, there go the shoes.
So police say
flip-flops all over the place. Nike slides, gone. They done. It's a wrap.
Last night, the shooter turned himself in. 18-year-old Malik Wills, charged with attempted second-degree murder.
Hey, shout out to Cameron. Cameron said that pause was Michael Jackson, Billie Jean. Billie Jean, not my gun. Billie Jean, it's not my gun. I slid across the floor, right? But the gun is not my gun. Billie Jean, not my gun. I tried to slide and I had to run. They got me on camera, but it's not my gun, right? It's not my gun. Oh man, Go back right before he reaches the wall. It's not my gun. Oh man. Look at that. Billie Jean, not my gun. That dude from FedEx said, shit, I'm about to run. Cause I'm not gonna get shot today. I'm not catching fade. I'm not catching fade. That shit crazy, man. Surviving the deli is crazy. Shout out to AB. Mama said, get out. Boy, you disrespecting the family name. You all on the news looking crazy. Sliding all across the floor. Go turn your, she said, boy, go turn your ass in. Look at this. This dude could be in, look at this. Look. Hey, ain't that hey, did Michael Jackson do this move on Moonwalker? Hey, did Michael Jackson do this shit on Moonwalker? All he needs is a hat. Oh my God. This nigga did the Moonwalker. I told you he slid across the floor on some crazy shit. Hey, who remember the Yellow Pages phone book? He looked like the Yellow Pages. Remember how they do the thing with the two fingers? He looked like the Yellow Pages, man. It's crazy. Hey, hey. Hey, this needs to be this needs to be the logo for a new line of shoes. You know what I'm saying? Don't the Nike don't catch me. The Nike don't catch me slipping line. This nigga need to be the icon for the Nike don't catch me slipping line, y'all. Oh my God. Hey, that's the Nike no slipping line. Just make this silhouette all black. Oh my God. The Nike don't get caught slipping line on the court, or if you're going to court. These shoes will keep you in line. Don't get caught slipping. The Nike don't get caught slipping line. Oh my God, man, that's hilarious, man. That is hilarious, man. This is wild. It's like he about to take a little sip out of the drink too.
Yesterday afternoon.
Hey, he do got something. He do got something in his hand. I think he actually chasing this dude, taking little bites out of his food.
American Deli on Lamar. Look at this.
This nigga took a sip out of his drink. Hey, he took a sip out of his drink. And look at the FedEx driver. What? This is crazy.
Yesterday afternoon, this happened like in the blink of an eye. People are in line waiting for food. 1 second, the next thing you know, a man is shooting a DoorDash driver in the back. Here it is again. There's the DoorDash driver, and there's the guy with the gun. Just open fire.
Look, he got the drink. That shit look like an 8-bit video game. Hey, this shit look like an 8-bit video game, man.
So police say last night the shooter turned himself in. 18-year-old Malik Wills, charged with attempted second-degree murder. And here's the thing, new at 8, we have learned that he was out on bond. He was accused of shooting up a house in Memphis last month.
Risk profile, ladies and gentlemen. Risk profile. What is the risk profile? Now, this is the type of customer that could come into your establishment. Look what this type of customer does when it comes into your establishment. Now, tell me about the risk profile. I don't know where the girl was going. I know exactly what was going through her head, though. She said, right in the middle of what she was about to do, she said, child, forget this, and then went right back. She just turned right around. She thought about it. That's what happened. She thought about that shit and said, nope. She called somebody up on the phone and said, bitch, let me tell you what I was about to do, girl. This crazy ass fool was in American Deli. I was trying to eat, you know what I'm saying? I had the kids there, and you know, this fool had a gun, cut me and the kids in line. I was about to go after him, and then I seen that fool sliding like he ain't had no sense. I said, let me leave. Let me leave. I called a customer service line. How many of y'all want to bet that's exactly what went through her head? And then she called somebody and told them that.
Today, we have learned that he was out on bond. He was accused of shooting up a house in Memphis last month. This is his third arrest in 3 months.
Shout out to Cameron. Cameron says, that's the chance you take when you open up a chicken spot. Now, here's my question. How many times has that happened at Chick-fil-A? Because Chick-fil-A is a chicken spot, right? If you guys would agree, give me a thumbs up. If you guys would disagree, give me a thumbs down. What about Raising Cane's? What about Raising Cane's?
Keeps getting back on the street.
Okay. And just like how Ohio mom deletes son after argument over car. Like I said, man, with Crimecast, it just don't end. Shout out to Win Lose a Rug. Win Lose a Rug said Black folk standards have dropped astronomically. Well, shout out to the black folks over here. Our standards have increased exponentially. That's why we stay buying the top. Right? Throw them rockets in the chat. That's why we stay buying the top. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that came through, man. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We saw some bizarre shit. And this is one of the reasons I just love talking about. I just love Crimecast, man. Crimecast is hilarious. If you guys love Crimecast, throw some flames in the chat. Shout out to Tedra. That is a great point, and we can definitely dive into that and explore that as time goes on. But like every good YouTuber says, in order to see this discussion, you have to continue to watch the channel and watch the video. So make sure that you're subscribed. Make sure you hit the bell. Make sure you activate that algorithm. Hit the like button. Tedra says, at this point, we need to blame the justice system for letting these fools walk the streets after being charged with multiple crimes. Let me know what you guys think. Shout out to Win Lose a Rug. I would agree. Win Lose a Rug said, we are creating the new standard over here. Facts. Super facts. If you guys agree with Win Lose a Rug, throw some radiation emoji in the chat. If you guys want more Crimecast tomorrow, make sure you demand more Crimecast tomorrow in the comments section. Shout out to the replay gang, hashtag replay gang. All right. And as always, ladies and gentlemen,
this year, jump out the crib, stack up my C-No this year, killing my ego this year, all for the people this year, only believe in the real, I do believe in no fear, and I got gang in this bitch, I never switch on the tribe, I keep it all the way real, I'm in control of my feels, you see my highlights, they study my real, yeah. I'm showing more love this year, running more plays, finna scale up my business this year, the world in my palm, I'm a star, I deliver my cadence, I'm serving up chips to my peers, bringing the bread for the fam, everything good on the side, everything coming together. New whip, no leash, no key in it, they heat it. California on the plate, I'm out here playing for keeping. I pull up, she leaking, she want me for the weekend. My foot on the gas with the brakes, hate me or love me, you see me. Flex, yes, I got got my foot on their neck. I'm out with a squad to the death. Young nigga get to the checks. Flex, yes. Got nothing to lose and something to prove. Young nigga come from the trench. Cuban links on my neck, tanking. Freeze, smoking on dope, that diesel. Freeze, run until I miss my season. Lay back, geeky, smoking on dope, that diesel. Young nigga gone off the deep end. Run until I miss my season. I keep a stack of them blessings, I'm ballin', I'm playing callin'. It chain on me matching my smile, you know that I stay saucy. Wrist flooded, she drowning. We good on this side, everything coming together. New whip, no lease, no key in it, they heat it. California on the plates, I'm out here playing for keeping. I pull up, she leaking, she want me for the weekend. My foot on the gas with the brakes. Hate me or love me, you see me. Flex, yes, I got my foot on their neck. I'm out with a squad to the death. Young nigga get to the checks. Flex, yes, got nothing to lose and something to prove. Young nigga come from the trench. Cuban links on my neck, tanking. Freeze, smoking on dope, that diesel. Freeze, run until I miss my season. Lay back, geeky, smoking on dope, that diesel. Young nigga gone off the deep end. Run until I miss my season.
Once we understand that it is through our five senses that these imprints are being made on our subconscious mind, we can then consciously begin to utilize our five senses to imprint something different.